Allow the children
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
She
Off your mind.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yeah, yeah. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. This one not the off in mind. Oh, yeah, yeah. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Can in the touchlight every corner. Oh, yeah, yeah. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind. Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun diary Politico.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Godfatherism.
Thank you so much for joining me. Share the broadcast. Share it wide. Far and wide as far as you can, as many times as you can. Invite everyone that you think should be part of this tonight. It is the follow-up on the staged release of terrorists by the government of Boko Haram APC, Ebekebe in Nigeria, now called Prison Break. No prison break.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Has he been kept by these bandits? Where are the security? Where is the president? Where is the security to go out and rescue these people? Tell me what is happening. It is a shame. Tell me, Igboho, they went after him in the southwest and were able to stop him. At least we're not hearing about Igboho again. Why can't they stop these Fulani men who are terrorizing this country and have made it impossible? They come to Benue and kill, just in my local government, within the space of 40 people have been killed. More than 40 people. In another local government, over 20 people were killed. And then you want me to keep quiet. They want to intimidate us. I will never be intimidated. At least, let me talk. If at the end nothing happens, and some of you are keeping quiet, keep quiet to your shame. But I want to say that the rest of Nigerians, you people are joking. I raised alarm in 2016 that these things were going to happen. What is it that I have not said? I have said it. If Nigerians want to get out of this, they should arise. Arise television, as your name implies. Arise and let us liberate ourselves. President Buhari and his cohorts are not able to do.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìí yẹn.
That is a state governor, Autumn from Benue. I'll come back to him. Many people have been, as usual, expressing shock, surprises, and so many other pretenses that I have seen today since the news broke that they have released unspecified numbers of dangerous criminals, including leaders of the dreaded Boko Haram terrorists. We have examined the situation, how it started, when it was ongoing, and then aftermath. We have discovered that just as we expressed earlier, that the attack on Kuje Prison that they called prison break is not prison break. It is an arrangement that they couldn't do officially, and they staged this. And listen, it is not conspiracy theory if you know that the security agents or the government is in on this. They couldn't have successfully carried out a prison break of a medium security. So we saw that the location of the prison in outskirts of Abuja is not far from the Nigerian army barracks. And this attack, when it started, even neighbors who were not really far from the prison, they were all on social media raising alarms. Well, guess what? The attack lasted for more than 2 hours. And throughout the time, there was no single emergency response from any of the security outposts in Abuja. 2 straight hours. But what we now found out later is this. It was staged. And if so many of you have seen the pictures, I'm talking about the videos or pictures of Boko Haram and his gang going to the scene of the terrorist attack. You could see it in their countenance and all of that. It was, I don't know, maybe it's just me. They had this vibe of fulfillment, like job well done, job well done. Now, we have been told that, of course, the terrorists wouldn't have succeeded in invading the medium prison the medium prison, without the green light from the authority, the people who are supposed to provide the security. They said that 24 hours before this attack happened last night. So put it this way, if today is Wednesday, the 6th of July, so the 4th of July, there's a report now that has confirmed that the normal soldiers who are always stationed in the vicinity of the prisons, who have been there, suddenly they were withdrawn. They withdrew them and replaced them with new freshers. And no wonder, when the terrorists came, they said the stampede and all that killed 6 prisoners, right? And injured 12 others. 443 inmates are now unaccounted for. The Minister of Defense quickly played with their usual magic number. He said 64 Boko Haram terrorists were being kept in that Kuje Prison. Listen, Kuje Prison is medium security prison. Terrorists who have committed heinous crimes and continue to do so, yeah, according to government of Nigeria, through their defense minister, they have been keeping the ardent leaders of Boko Haram in that prison, all deliberate. Despite all of that attack, no response, no nothing from any of the security outposts. Then the terrorists walked out with all of their leaders. Mind you, just about 2 months ago, there was this report when the Kaduna Abuja railway passengers that were kidnapped. Do you still remember them? Do you? Okay. In one of the conditions given by their captors, the Boko Haram, was that all their leaders that are in detention in Nigeria must be released if they want all the Kaduna Abuja passengers kidnapped by them to be released. This condition, well, has been met now, because rather than release them officially, they have broken them out of the prison. And now the whole world knows that they were actually keeping leaders of Boko Haram. Nobody knows their numbers. So in the next few days, if you hear that they have released the Kaduna Abuja railway, victims and all that, then that could be the terrorists fulfilling their own part of the deal. Now, this fits into the terrorist agenda, the jihadist agenda that characters in Boko Haram's government, the traits they represented and still continue to represent and speak for, all of this fitting into that workbook very well. Now you, with the shout one Nigeria, now you are no waiting to motivate you. The collusion of the government, the security agents, with all of the insecurity going on in Nigeria, can no longer be hidden. It is now as open as anything. What is so shocking is that these criminals, they are still out there telling you that they are doing so well to keep Nigeria warm. Anyway, nothing is surprising, especially for those of us who can actually, play back a bit to 7 years ago when these terrorists took over power or about to take over power. Listen to this. It is very familiar. Just pick up the key words of this conversation again.
Alaji, congratulations. Thank you very much, Skule. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Honestly, I accept your congratulations, even though I'm PDP. Because you remember one time when the fighting in Borno, when our people were being killed left and right. Then
What is it, Alagi?
I said, do you remember one time when our people were being killed in Borno State, left and right, Bauchi, Gombe, everywhere in the north?
Of course.
I remember you were saying that was there any Southerner among us? We were the one killing ourselves. I always remember this statement, Mr. Kule. But look at this today now. Today our brother is in charge, and I'm sure he made it clear to the world. The first thing he said was that he was moving the command of Nigerian army to Maiduguri until when Boko Haram is over. So if not your brother as the president, who will do it for you? But we could have done it to anybody in Nigeria. But you can see that some people refuse to do it for us. So really, really, today I understand why we have to have the presidency, honestly. No, it's like that, Kule. Kule is like that. Because how can anybody convince us that some miscreants cannot be dealt with by Nigerian army? Why can't we believe it was deliberately left? Even if there is no involvement of government hand in it, why can't we believe that it was deliberate? Let them kill themselves. Well, it has come out even very clear, because it was at a point in our campaign, they were saying that by the killings of Boko Haram, there will be no population again. In fact, let me tell you why the North insisted that Jonathan has to go, because we had the plan that if Jonathan continues, the same problem will happen in Kano, the same problem will happen in Sokoto, the same problem will happen in Jos and Ebro until when our population is depleted. No. We have had a wonderful experience, honestly.
In order to avoid the problem, that's why I said the issue.
So whether he accepted or not, the North it was clear voting now. What could he have done?
Remember what Babangida did for us?
Babangida, you see, what happened was, even when Babangida did it, you understand? Do you get me? The bulk of the population that voted was from the North. And Rimi said it. Since Babangida was in Abuja, Governor Rimi of Kano State, then, former governor of Kano State, he said, if there's in Abiola in Lagos, Abiola Babangida will have said it is Yoruba that did it. So Abiola should fly to Kano, they will swear him as president, and they'll stand their ground. Before we know, they rallied around Abiola, they said, don't go to North, if you go, they will kill you. Nobody saw happen. Do you understand?
No.
So, but I'm coming now. So Babangida got the...
Abacha that incarcerated him for many years.
I'm coming now. I'm coming. Before we are talking about the cancellation now, the cancellation of the elections. And two, didn't you not see that even from the West, there were people who supported there are big men who joined in the cancellation of the elections. But whatever it is, at that time, it was nobody was killing the Yorubas left and right. Babangida was virtually betraying everybody. And today, have you not seen him on TV? Have you not seen how he was looking? Is God not wonderful? Did you not see Babangida? Even though I have promised as from today, so long as he's my brother from the North, even if he's eating everybody in Nigeria fresh, you come out with Nigerian man leg eating, I will not say it's bad again. Because I have learned how to support my people from what I have seen with Igbos and some people in Nigeria with Jonathan.
Man, you must thank God for Yoruba. Yoruba supported Buhari, otherwise we don't have come.
No, I'm coming, please. I'm coming. Let me tell you one part. I'm coming. Listen to me, Kule. A section of Yoruba supported Buhari. Listen to me, please. Let us make this thing clear. You understand? We are all politicians.
Yes.
The Tinebus, since 1960s, since the Oyibo left the country, Yoruba was told one word. We are first Yorubas. You are first Yoruba before you are a Muslim, you are a Christian or Nigerian.
Yes.
So or not so?
Yeah, you are right.
Abi? Okay.
Yes, you are right.
Now, all along, a Yoruba man, whoever he is, whether Muslim or Christian, preferred anybody in this house to rule him than a Hausa man from the North. That's the truth about it. So, fortunately, I'm coming, sir. Let me land. Fortunately, the center is controlled by non-Muslim, non-Northerners. Are you getting me? And Jonathan, fortunately for the North, Jonathan decided to use religion and slash the Yorubas to the extent, for the first time, Yorubas were divided religiously. to the extent Muslims Yoruba stood their ground and said they were not supporting Jonathan. They even refused to attend the meetings of the Jonathan. The papers are there, their statements are there in the papers. So or not so, sir?
No, I like this.
Read it, it's there. That's the truth. It's there. Even when he went, there were some few Muslim leaders who met Jonathan. The Supreme Council of Islam of Western Nigeria or Yoruba land came out clearly and said no, they disagreed. Do you get me? We know the population of Yoruba, close to 80%, or let's say close to 60% are Muslim. This man constituted a national conference. This is the Yorubas that were saying it. We read it and we had them saying it.
Yes.
So that succeeded in dividing the Yoruba themselves. Now, two, the humiliation, whatever they did to us, our own was that let them kill us and reduce our population. But at least they still know that we are significant politically and they allowed us to maintain some position. But in the case of Yorubas, they were sliced out of the whole system. So or not so. That was how Tinubu and
the issue of Boko Haram, if we have to talk about Boko Haram, it's not from the south now.
I am coming now. Let me forget about Boko Haram now. We brought about the Yoruba politics. Now, Tinubu and the Yorubas generally carried what happened to them and went to Kaduna and met them in Kaduna and begged them that we have to put our head together. Look, sir, let me tell you the truth and find out. At a point, the Yoruba, being humiliated under Jonathan, were even considering to cut off and put their Oduduwa Republic. But they realized if they do that, the Igbos were completely in charge of finance, civil service, security, and everything. If they dare do that,
now East and the North, they enjoy
exactly. I'm coming now. The Yorubas now.
It didn't benefit at all.
I'm coming, yes. The Yoruba, at a point, the Yoruba intelligence, at a point, realized that if they cut off, the Igbos will finish them. If they stay as it is and Igbo continue ruling, they will be completely finished. Before Jonathan, significant part of the economy, who are the accountants are Yorubas, who are the judiciary and lawyers are Yorubas, who are the civil service are Yorubas. Today you can't find any one of them. So or not so? So that's why the Yorubas say, even if we want to leave this country, we must get this power out of the hand of the Igbos and reposition ourselves.
The Northerners really benefited from that Jonathan too much, Alaji.
Hey,
we have the calculations of the government.
We agree. What can he do? He must now. He must. He wouldn't do to us that. He must. He knows that we can do it. He must deal with us. So that was why the Yoruba said no. Whatever it is. So, but what I assure you,
let's keep on praying for President
Buhari. Oga, we have learned our lesson.
We have been in our area here now. They be praying for him.
We have learned our lesson. Kule.
We pray for the prophet because and even our daughters.
No, to tell you the truth, the North, the northern people, notwithstanding the presidency, honestly, the trust at least of the Southeast is finished. And I assure you too, in Yoruba land, listen to me. I am coming. I am coming.
Really helped Northerners in 1979.
I am coming, please.
They helped Shagari.
Listen to me. Not that they help themselves, gentlemen, please. We don't need anybody in this country. They help themselves. Let me ask you a question, sir. Let me ask you a question. Between cars, industries, and human beings, who are more in number?
I did not know now.
Not.
So, did you notice the level of condescending that is talking there? That was how they felt 7 years ago when they were so desperate for that power. In his own analogy, that guy is a senator. That guy is the one that is now pushing Kolu. Shetima is the one pushing Tifnumbu, is the campaign director for Tifnumbu. After Boko Haram, but 7 years ago, it was that confidence that now they have taken over the military. They have taken over the finance. They have taken over this and that. Their brother is there now. And the killings will stop. But what he didn't say, or what he meant to say, was that now we will now spread the bloodbath across the entire country, which is what they did in 7 years. Now, the same desperation for power as they did in 2014 or pre-2014 and pre-2015, desperation for power that made them to invite terrorists into Nigeria, harm them, funded them, and continue to try to make laws in order to further accommodate them. Power. Of course, now you have to give us our share. Whether you like it or not, you have to give us a, he was complaining that Jonathan mistreated the Yorubas. But when he was being told that, but all of you enjoy so much under Jonathan, you are in control of this, this, and that. He was like, yeah, of course now. He has to do it for us. But we don't want that. We want to be in charge of it. We want to, now 7 years down the line, look at what they have made, the mess they have made the entire place. And they have no intention of slowing down. And they have the courage, the confidence to keep coming back. Because Nigeria is such a conquered territory as we speak. Immediately after the terrorist attack, Kuje Prison last night and freed all of their leaders, Nigeria factor kicked in. All kinds of security personnel, weapon, vehicles have now been spotted at the prison location. The same people who went to bed last night, who heard the bomb blast, the gunshots, and all of that stuff, and they slept sound sleep. They all had sound sleep. Yeah. They woke up this morning to react. Hey, terrorists, where are the terrorists? Where are the terrorists? Everybody moved. Vehicles, everything. Security. Buhari showed up there. Yeah, boys, well done. Good job. Okay, they bombed this place. Okay. Right. Good job. I like that. I'm going to Senegal. I'll see all of you later, okay? I need to go to Senegal. That's it. Security came out today. The same ones that couldn't come out last night. State-sponsored terrorism. Somebody sent this in, which is from the outside Kuje Prison, just to have an idea of the amount of destruction all out there. Look at that. That's what they did. The bomb, the burning and all of that. And for those who are security experts, look at that. That's what is called the MO, modes of operation. If you see prison yard attacked in any part of Nigeria, and you look at how the destruction happened, you will see the MO, Boko Haram terrorists. If you see them attack police station in any part of Nigeria, it is the same MO. mode of operation, right? They burn down every vehicle. And the way they do the burning, you can tell that they will take their time to do it with no expectation that somebody is going to fight them back. Do you understand? When they attack in Imo State, you can tell it's the same MO. When you see them in Anambra, when you see them in any part of Nigeria, when they attack government installation and government institutions like that, yeah, it is the same MO. For those who have been following and tracking the activities of these terrorists, especially the escalation of it under this Boko Haram government that you have. Well, well, well. Those who brought us to this stage, they are not tired. They are still entitled. Unfortunately, they are still those who are going to dictate the direction of where they think the country should go. Their own direction. The same one they were taking and they brought us to this stage, they will take us the next time because they are entitled. Aha. Tell me about, I am just trying to help the Southeast people because in Nigeria today, they cannot become anything except they come through us, the rogues from the north. There is something that Shetima said about Kwakwanso. I'm going to share that with you in a moment. But look at this arrogance. I mean, just feel the arrogance of a member of the failed elite from a region that has brought nothing but ruins, destruction, killings upon Nigeria. Smell this arrogance.
So the best for the Southeast, and I think I need to say it for the records, is for them to come and partner maybe after 8 years, after our term.
He's asking them to, maybe after 8 years, when I finish, I'm just trying to help you. All of you, if they combine all of you, your vote is not up to that of Jigawa and, the arrogance. But somebody who knows him better had this to say. We never wanted Buhari. If it is about somebody where we wanted, for the reasons why we wanted to take power, we would have chosen Kwakwanso. I actually feel so sorry. Well, maybe not sorry. It's so funny that some of you who are the obedient, you have been those proposing and promoting Kwakwanso, a jihadist as well. Maybe you don't know him. I'll tell you that if those who wanted Jonathan out in 2015, for one reason and one reason only, because Jonathan was seen as an Igbo man. Because he was seen as an Igbo man, they could not live another day after May 29 to have him, or else it's going to be war. And guess what? The people who brought up the whole killings, the whole propaganda here and there, they actually preferred Kwakwanso, somebody that could easily deal with the Igbos, not because of the development of Nigeria. Your choice. Shetima still talking to Amosun this time around about the Igbos in one Nigeria. Do you still believe in that? One Nigeria, do you? Oh, sorry. It
was Rocha State, Imo State, that they started saying that Hausa people must have ID card to live in that state.
Yes.
Can you hear me? They say Hausa people must have ID card to live in state.
Yes.
Until when we mobilize our people here and say, okay, in that case, all Southerners must live north. Then Jonathan now realized that there was something going on. You say, no, these things have to stop. So are we mad? Do you get me? Count every 5 shops in this north. 4 shops are owned by Igbos. What is Igbo's contribution in the economy? It's not trade, and fraudulent trade for that matter, including you. Igbo have cheated you, unless if you are not buying spare parts and tires and medicine. So or not so.
It's so allergic.
Do you get me? Yet we accommodated them. Is it going to Dubai to bring fake drugs that we cannot do it? Now the plan is drugs now. No Igbo man will again sell drugs in this north. We are going to bring it from Kano. Drugs are brought by air. They are going to open massive coolers, rooms in Kano and import it all north, and maybe whatever want to buy, come and buy from Kano. No Igbo will sell drugs again. We are tired of all this nonsense. We know how to control our places the way they control their own. What we are saying is that we are all Nigerians, but we are going to learn what they are doing in Southeast and do it in the North too. Simple. Yes. We don't have ancestors, but if Buhari today, as president of this country, want to buy land in the East, he will go and negotiate everything. Tomorrow the chiefs will come and tell him that ancestors made them yesterday night and said they should not sell the land for them. So we don't have ancestors. Or we are betraying ourselves. We, our ancestors have told us that we have been careless. That's why we suffered for the past 6 years. We have to wake up now. It's a very serious thing.
Move forward.
No. We cannot, sir. The society is already adulterated. That's why, to be honest to you, let me tell you, to be honest to you, we never wanted Buhari in this law, so we wanted Konkoso.
Yes.
We want,
that's what I'm saying.
If it is Konkoso,
the primary, Konkoso will have defeated Buhari.
Listen to me. Hey, you know the Tinubus and Co prefer Buhari because they can.
Really tried.
Can you hear me? Because Konkoso will have solved this north-south problem for us within 6 months. In Kano, Konkoso gathered all the Igbos and told them that all these drugs that he closed all those fake drugs they are selling in Kano. They know him now. So that's why we wanted Konkoso to be the district. Igbos met in Abuja and warned us after the election that they were the ones in charge of 75% of Abuja is their own. They should be given minister of. Can you imagine? Negotiate and say this is the governor they want with their rulers, everything. Igbos say no, he cannot be governor. Haba. In somebody's land. Habakule. The arrogance is too much. So 10 years ago I have warned it. I said the Igbos are building nation within our nation. They will engage us within our nation and reinforce from their nation. That is exactly what we saw during the tenure of Jonathan. Immediately we voted Jonathan. What we did to Jonathan in this north, Igbos in the north, their chiefs, gathered and came to Aso Villa. To the glare of everybody on TV, they say it was nobody that voted Jonathan, but the Igbos were the ones who voted him. Did you not hear that one? Did you not read it? In our own land, Igbos say we didn't vote Jonathan. It was they that voted Jonathan. 2, before elections again, they gathered themselves and came and met Jonathan. I met in Abuja and said that they are directing all Igbos in the north must vote Jonathan. We don't mind. Let them vote anybody. But can you do that in the southeast? They stop us from even voting. Let me answer this. Amina wa alaikum salam.
Alaji. We call let's talk in the night.
Hello?
Thank you.
Can you hear me? In the southeast, all houses in the southeast were prevented from voting. Find out. Yes, find out. But yet in our own land, they will stand and say that it is their problem that forced above Lagos to say that if they try to frustrate the decision of the Yorubas, they will send them to ocean. And I'm telling you, after 4 years, at least not we are liberal, but in the southwest, after 4 years, Igbos can never be useful, relevant again in the southeast. Wait and see. In fact, the plan of APC is that they are going to make alliance of northwest economic development. The west has the ocean. Can you hear me?
Yes.
The north has agricultural produce.
Yes.
So what they are going to do, the government is going to develop all the agricultural and mineral resources in the north. And then they will put primary industries here. And then go and export, finally finish them in Lagos or Southwest and export them and bring back the money and share it between the 2 regions. Let them bring their oil. This is the plan on ground.
Let's just pray for success of General Buhari. For that, his success is our success. For that, we can benefit better.
It's true.
That's our prayer now. That's our prayer here. Everybody is praying for his success. For that, If it's successful, everybody is successful.
That was 7 years ago. It's been a while. That was when they took power and they were talking. It was all talk, no action in 7 years. Eh? Even those that they thought or they said they were taking the power to protect, the people they said they were going to put on the APC economic route in order to counter the Igbos, they have been the worst hit. Terrorism has escalated in the northeast, to northwest, to northwest central, escalated further south, down south, southeast, southwest, south, the Niger Delta. Everyone is feeling the brunt of what was supposed to be in the interest of northern Nigeria. More people have been pushed into the IDP camps, internally displaced persons camps, easily known as refugee camps. More people have died due to lack of access to good health care. And all this while, the only thing they have succeeded in doing against the Igbos is the state-sponsored ethnic cleansing, genocide that they have continued to deny or justify in the name of national security, one Nigeria. That's the only thing they've managed to succeed. Well, not just that. Many Igbo businesses have taken the hit, the economic hit from these marauders, Janjaweed terrorists, who have not only declared jihad on all of us, they've also declared economic jihad on all of us, which kills even more than what their bullets have managed to do in 7 years. They've killed our people after destroying their livelihood, their economy, and they are still grandstanding because they feel like they've done nothing wrong. They will still decide who will become what and when. It is nothing about Nigeria. That is the point. It is never about Nigeria. It is never about Nigerians. It is about them. And then the numbers of casualties that their selfish agendas, warless and murderous agenda can take. The other thing that could really break your heart is that when you see those who have been the product of the same ruined system, those who should ordinarily come together in the southern part of Nigeria at this point, never to force themselves to play the second fiddle to anyone. It's funny that, the deep state is so deep that you just don't know who is who this time, these days. I was sieving through the social media just last night, and then I saw our man Asari Dokubo adding his name to the list of those who have come out to show to us that it be like say Peter Obi don't they become a big threat to you, even if you want to pretend that you are not saying it like that. Asari Dokubo came out. Kwakwanso came out. A lot of people are suddenly make it look like Peter Obi is a big threat. And they have been making statements, except for the one that came out to say he's a scammer. Okay, in Asari Dokubo's words, listen, before I speak on, check this.
Let people not say you were there, you did not talk. There's a scammer in town, Peter Obi, that has just come out. Scamming people, lying, and people are believing him. And this is so misleading that this scammer, he can scam people so easily. Peter Obi was governor of a state, Anambra State, for 8 years. Let us start from there. Anambra State is one of the most advantageous states in Nigeria because of the people of Anambra State. They have Onitsha, they have Oka, they have Ineri. Gold mines. These are the biggest gold mines in Nigeria after Lagos and Port Harcourt and Aba. They are the biggest gold mine. Money literally is on the streets of these towns. He was governor of that state for 8 years. How did he harness the resources of that state to turn around that state, to change the narratives? No, he's telling us stories. He saved 70-something. He did save 70-something billion. What is 70-something billion? That's what Wike plays with as toy in River State. That's a play money for Wike. A man should be judged by his antecedent. He was governor of a state for 8 years. Let us start from there. And let us start judging Peter Obi from there, not imaginary something he will do after he has scammed us. For me, it is the duty of every one of us to make sure we don't fall into this Obi trap.
Sorry, see, not that he had anything real to say. I just wanted you to hear him, okay? He's a scammer, is this and that, fine. I was expecting the real allegation, so to say, but he didn't make any. This is somebody from Port Harcourt, from River State. A place where the most lucrative job, as we speak, is to be a militant guiding the pipelines. Alhaji Asari Dokubo is so rich just for fighting for the people of a Jawland, Abi, and he's been able from that struggle to build for himself a comfortable life, including a private university to his name in another country. That's how much. So when you talk about who is a scammer or not, I was expecting something so kind of, but I've heard the video before, but it's out there. It's a scammer. It's a scammer. He can't win. He can't do this and that. All of them are pointing to Peter Obi, right? And then you begin to ask yourself, where did they go on? Go now. Alhaji Asari.
Somebody who invested Anambra money in his family business. He brought out, the time he was investing Anambra money in his family business, he did not know. He brought a letter that somebody, housing corporation under him, allocated land to him. And they believe these lies. It is the governor of a state that issues C of O. This is something that every idiot ought to know. Every idiot. That is the governor of a state that issues C of O. So how can an housing corporation chairman allocate land to him. All these fraudulent, simple 419 things that people do. And they think we are all stupid like them. You know they give shishi. You know they give chichi. So people go work for you. Say you know they give chichi. Oh, yeah, nah. You know they give chichi. Man, I no go, man, you no give on our chichi. Work for them free. When he be governor for this thing, he did not hold election for 7 years, local government election for 7 years in Anambra State. Where did the local government funds go to? Go to Anambra. Almost all the local government secretariats have been destroyed. Local government are closed down. The present governor is trying to open up the places. He's trying to revive the places. He's trying to open up the places. Is that what Obi wants to turn on? Or to suspend the election, statutory election, somebody who does not have respect for the constitution, by withholding.
Okay, fine, we've heard you. There's a place where Peter Obi kind of gave a response to, just being fair, balance. Before I can add my own jara, listen to this, like answering all of them all together at once in one message. Right?
Comment from my respected elder brother, Kwankwaso, is the reason why we have 100 million Nigerians living in poverty. The reason why we have 18 million Nigerian children out of school. It is the reason why we have over 55% of Nigerians in under unemployment ladder. Is the reason why we have all the problems, why Nigeria is insecure. Because rather than vote for competence, we will choose to vote for incompetence based on a primitive consideration of ethnicity and religion. Tell me, today you can't travel from Abuja to Kaduna by air, by road, by train. Is it because somebody from the southeast is in charge? You can't travel from Abuja to Mina by road. Is it because somebody from the southeast is in charge? Yesterday we had an attack by bandits on the presidential convoy in Katsina. Is it because the president from southeast is in charge? Show me where you can buy food cheaper, you have uninterrupted electricity, or people are prospering in the north because the northerners are in power, in the southwest because they are in power, and in the southeast. What we've chosen to do in this country, we will consistently hire vehicle drivers to fly the Nigerian aeroplane instead of hiring qualified pilots. My commitment is, let us campaign and deal with the issue of the problems of the country. From my respected elder brother.
So, talking about dealing with the issues of the country, security, injustice, unemployment, electricity, and every other thing that they considered as problems, which we considered as a man-made problems, they all have their roots in something. And that is the fraudulent 1999 Constitution. The fraudulent constitutions that gives the total power to whoever is considered as the president or in charge of Abuja, the federal government. This power is the reasons why so many people who have nothing to do with leadership at any point in time are jostling to grab the power, since it has now become a case of the highest bidder. But if all of us pay attention, or we all go back, including Obi himself, being honest, to come clean that no amount of any election or PVC whatsoever is going to fix any of these anomalies that you believe that somebody is coming to change. If the structure put together is meant to make them fail, not even this time, that those who have done horrible things, terrible things, those that should be in jail are currently being guided by the state security because they are considered to be doing something on behalf of you, when they are not. Well, they are doing something on your behalf, which is leading to your death. So Nigeria rewards criminals simply because there is a system that rewards criminals that derives its power from a fraudulent constitution. Peter Obi said he would rather discuss issues. That's one. One of the issues of a fraudulent existence of one Nigeria, which has breeded inequality, injustice, that has also created so much division, poverty. What do? You break it up. Yeah. And for those who have enjoyed, who knows the power, as all of you are gathering and they are throwing every mud at onto Peter Obi like that, everyone is attacking him here and there. He seems to be enjoying the larger following right now among other candidates as we speak. But your campaigns have not really started. I heard that it won't start until October. Now, we have seen that while you are making yourself feel quite enthusiastic about Obi and then saving Nigeria, the owners of Nigeria, do you know what they are working on? Apart from these terrorists that are going to kind of be escalated in a way to create further fear, they will further kind of show if you are going to have an election or you are never going to have one, as we are now approaching what your charade is, the direction your charade is taking us, February 2023. Event, activities, fear, insecurity, and more, as they escalate, will determine if you are going to have an election or not eventually. But as all of you are gathering, doing your things, we are going to show them. We need to show them. We need to take back our country from these people. You have no idea. They are busy finalizing how they are going to share the booties after their own already written and victories. As you are there right now, as Peter Obi and many of you are explaining how your ideas are going to transform Nigeria and bring unity and bring this and that, the rogues, the owners of Nigeria, the topmost of them, Tifnumbu is in France, Atifku is in Dubai. They are already negotiating and placing the police commissioners that are going to be posted to some areas where some of you obedient will have to be dealt with in the Nigeria way. They are already working on all of that as we speak, including the electoral officers, including the fake polling unit that some of you don't know yet, and every other thing that will eventually make you sit down and be like, what just happened? Yeah. Then you will realize that your participation in their fraudulent and bogus charade called election, without dismantling that fraudulent 1999 constitution that gave them the power to manipulate you and then cajole you to participate in it by validating it. Yeah, validating it by participating. You will sit down and wonder why, what happened, how? They are already drawing the map. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. Maybe you figured it out. Maybe you will counter them. Maybe I'm actually pretty much being naive to what your anger as obedient is going to turn around or challenge. Some of you are already saying that you will control the narrative that those they will pay, the sellers they will pay to come and attack your Peter Obi and the rest, that they will meet you. Fine. The whole thing, then they warm them up, but it's more. So if you ask me, sometimes I'll be like, we know Nigeria is done for. We know some of you feel like this is going to be the last push. Some people did say in 2015, they called it the last push. In fact, 2019, some said if we didn't get these rogues out of this system in 2019, they will leave Nigeria. Some left, some didn't or couldn't. So I love your enthusiasm, and I can tell you that I love it. At the same time, if you know what you are up against, you would not participate and validate an election that is already rigged before it starts. Don't let me discourage you like it's always going to sound all the time. Play it out, and then let's see how many of you are really prepared for the level of violence, terrorism that they are going to unleash in order to keep that power within the circle of the vampires. I wish I could help see the future. I just thought we could see it ourselves if we stop pretending that this is not happening. Or we figured it out that it could be tamed. It couldn't. I'll take a break, take some calls, let you add your voice to this for those who want to, and then we'll call it a night afterward. Give me a second, like the broadcast, share it if you haven't, then pick up your phone. You see that number on your screen, that plus 44079, plus 4479 6063 1010, right? That number is a WhatsApp number. Save it, dial it repeatedly. Don't give up. To keep dialing and keep dialing. Don't try it once or twice and feel like, oh, it's so busy. Keep dialing. You will be able to speak on the program tonight as well. So yeah, take a moment, like the broadcast, and I will be back to take a few calls tonight. Welcome back. So I have somebody on the line. Let's see. Hello there. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you? Okay. He's no longer there. So I'll take another one then. Here we go. Hello there.
Hey, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I am fine. Very well. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Good. This is Chigozie calling you from Houston.
Chigozie from Houston. First timer? Is this your
Yeah.
first time?
No.
It's not.
I'm a kind of regular viewer of your program.
Okay. I mean, like the first time you call in, by the way, but yeah.
Oh, no. I've called, I'll say many times. Yeah.
Probably it's been a while. So Chigozie, it's good to
Yeah,
have
it's been a while though. Yeah. My brother,
sir.
Thank you for the good work you're doing. You know, posterity will surely remember your work. Don't ever think that they are not listening. They are listening. And if they don't accept it today, they will definitely accept it when Nigeria happened to them. That is the truth. It's not something you can pretend. You can keep on pretending. You will still come face to face with the reality. The reality is that Nigeria has failed. As they try to manage and package it to keep on failing. That is just it. What we're expecting now is when we will hear that the templates of Afghanistan have finally unfolded completely in Nigeria. That is just
Chigozie. They have surrounded Abuja. We have received that report for more than 6 months ago. They said they have the capacity to stage exactly what happened in Afghanistan, exactly the same thing in Abuja. But with what happened last night, yeah, I mean, if anybody is still in doubt, maybe they should begin to wake up now.
That is exactly what I'm telling you. So for those of them that are pretending that as if nothing is happening, they will stand face to face. So I'm very happy that the whole thing is helping what you and myself and some other people have been shouting. And they think we are stupid, we are mad. Now it's right in their face. And they cannot, because as it is today, it needs nobody to tell you that Nigeria has failed.
I mean,
both British, America, whether they want to pretend or not, very soon we will start hearing them trying to tell their people either to not to go to this part of Nigeria or even
started now. I mean, you are in America. They should have started warning you by now. If you have been following it, Canadians have already warned their people places never to go to. Guess what? Out of 36 states, Canada is warning their citizens never to go to about 30 states. 30.
Yeah. So what it is now, they can start pulling away their people, their ambassadors or whatever they have, because Abuja is already taking over. They are just like trying to, do it gradually. So I'm really, really grateful to what is happening, because it's part of helping us to spread the message. Those who think they are trying to manage it, now they are beginning to feel the heat more than us.
That's right.
More than us. Those that are shouting Obi, Obi, Obi. I'm an Igbo man.
Yeah.
From day one, I never believed in Obi, because Obi cannot fix Nigeria, number one. And number two, Obi presidency and whatever campaign, as I stand today, is a scam. Let me say this. This is a British package. They just fronted Obi, telling him to go there to make it look like the Southeasterners participated in that election. I'm just telling you, this is their game plan.
You're making a lot of senses here now. So please continue, because I follow you. I mean, go on.
I'm just telling you that this is the British package. They just look at Obi. is a very right person to use for that game. And him living in England, he understands their game. As a businessman, whatever deal they struck, they know that Obi will not win election. They know Nigeria very well. They understand the game. But the game plan is...
No wonder they keep pinning him with IPOB, so that when everything goes down, they will say, what is wrong with all of you? Now, Shebi, Obi contested to be president. Now that Obi is lost, that's why all of you started your Biafra again.
Exactly, my brother.
It's making sense now.
Exactly. That is the game plan. That is the game plan. That is what they are trying. So when you start agitating after the election, they will change the narrative. It will become, you are a bad loser. You are a willing loser because you lost. Blah, blah, blah. That is the reason why I, as a person, stand for no election. Because why? We can't validate. Let it be that we didn't even participate. Whatever they want to do. After all, in Imo State, people even voted. They ended up giving us administrator that is already doing their bidding there. Let them give us another administrator.
See, what other people are saying, Chigozie, right, in that line of argument is that if you look at it generally, being fair, being honest, yeah, Obi's project, yeah, is not even Southeast project. The person that told Obi to run is not even from Igbo land. And how it all started, correct. Yeah, and how it is all going, there is a particular agenda to continue to make it look like it's from Southeast, even though out there, it is not. I don't know if you have paid attention to that point.
Okay, let me tell you something, Maiyegun. Let me make what I'm saying now to have more meaning to you.
Okay.
Have you asked yourself, why is Obasanjo all of a sudden championing Obi by his body language, trying to support Obi? Have you asked yourself a question? Obasanjo is a neo-colonist.
A neo-colonist.
He is a yes. He is the one all these international people are using to foster this fraudulent, iniquitous contraption they created. He is being used to further all these things, both in Nigeria, both in Cameroon. So many of these West African countries they created. He is the main person they are using to further. That's why I'm telling you. Have you asked yourself, why did he suddenly begin to attack Atiku? The same Atiku, he said he is good in 2019. All of a sudden, now he's shifting to Obi. This is a British package. And the game is they have seen the kind of thing that is going on now, especially in the Southeast. And the Yorubas are now coming up with aggression. So they are trying to bridge it on the way. So because they know that if the Southeasterners succeed in achieving no election, the Yorubas will continue that and everything is gone. So they are working, trying to bridge it with Peter Obi. My brother, British know that Peter Obi will not win election. Peter Obi himself knows. I don't need to lie about it. He knows. Well, he knows.
Thank you.
So that is the game plan. Thank you so much.
I love you see, one thing is this, right? We all have a chance on Maiyegun's Diary Politico to see things from different views, from different perspectives, right? This is one of them.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, it is so valuable. Guess what? Many people listening to us right now are going to say more, either to counter what you've said or even add more to it. Sit back, Chigozie, and continue watching.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, man. Now, I have another person on the line. If you are just joining us, this is Maiyegun's Diary Politico.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Follow up to what happened in Nigeria last night and this morning. The terrorist attack, which we believe is state-sponsored, with all evidence pointing to one thing: there is collusion, government involvement. I don't know. Maybe I'm just
hello, Maiyegun.
Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Your name?
Yeah. You are right to keep me waiting. This is Njoko calling from London. I've called you many times.
It's been a long time. How are you, sir?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Good to hear from you.
If you remember correctly, after the election, when I called, I told you they are going to hand over to a southern president. But that southern president, they will either kill him in power or they will release this boy. Because Jonathan folded their hand when he relinquished power to Buhari. So they had to keep those boys, pay them those 100 million, they paid them all this while. Now, it's come to a point where we are back to 1963 election. Azikiwe, Peter Obi, Awolowo, Tinubu from the West, Ahmadu Bello, Atiku. They know that 1963 election is going to repeat itself in the sense that Obi is trending anyway. Obi may have a run-off with somebody, either Atiku or Buhari or Bola Tinubu. The mistake that Azikiwe made to collude with the North may not repeat itself again. That is why what happened yesterday happened. They need the hardened generals that were being caught and kept in prison to be released, to be kept on standby,
and ready to
so that if a southerner enters and they refuse to do their willing, they will now use that as a benchmark to say there is terrorism in the state. And like I told you, they will put a coup there. Watch out. They will start telling all these senior executive MPs, whatever they call them in Nigeria, to have Muslim ADC. The same thing that killed Iran is going to happen to most anybody that's going to win. I've lived in the North. I can speak Hausa. What's his name? Your caller, what's his name? That normally calls. I love listening to his outside. Ahmed. Yeah. Ahmed, I live in Sabongari. My dad was a police officer. So I know when he's talking, when I hear, I just laugh. Because he understands everything that is happening in those places. The plan is they knew.
We can all agree that from this second part of 2022, they have started setting the pace and the stage for what is later to come, which is in two ways.
For what Melafia told you guys that made him die early. This is the second stage. You remember Melafia said they're going to attack the hinterland, the villages. From the villages to less important people, to highly important people. Look at what happened. Ibarakwa was less of a village. Nobody knew Ibarakwa 10, 20, 15 years ago. They moved now to catching senior politicians, beheading people in Anambra, making like IPOB. They come down to Sunday Igboho side. Tinubu is going to start killing all these people that are fighting against, just like they do Fisher Williams, Bola Ige kind of people. They're going to start killing them in the West. They will blame it on Tinubu supporters. It may not be Tinubu supporters. Then they will make the Igbo people start thinking, wait, these guys are killing people. Like they did during the voters when they say Tinubu boys stop you from going PVC. It may not be Tinubu boys. It may be those Okada people that they send there to go and cause this problem. The aim is to sow division between you two in the South. And after doing that, you'll be forced to go back to the North to get somebody to follow you. Why is it that for you, just think about this. How many times has a presidential candidate from the South find it difficult to get a vice president from the North? But the North find it easy to get a vice president from the South. Because they've all been given the protocol marching order. Nobody should be vice president to somebody from the South. Because if you become vice president from the South, they will win the election. Thank you. Except you're choosing. And that is why, if you guys don't understand what is going on, people are still saying, oh, I'm going to go vote. Yes, like the last caller said, Peter Obi is not winning no election. You cannot win election in Nigeria without other parts of Nigeria supporting you.
That's right.
And you need the middle belt or the non. Who is going to vote there? Most of them have 3 voters card against you that have 1. On the day of the election, they'll tell you the voters card machine is working in the South, but it doesn't work in the North. They have to use manual paper. That is how they vote 3 for one person.
And then before you you remember the 3 Kardashians. The 3 Kardashians,
yes.
Kaduna, Kanu, and Katsina, where they suddenly you'll be hearing 2 million, 1.8 million votes, all for this person, no void.
Ask yourself, those 3 Kardashians, how much do they contribute to the national coffers every month?
If you ask me, sir,
they are big for votes, but they are not big to contribute anything. Also, Maiyegun, in this I love what you're doing, to be honest with you. Yeah. However, you need to start educating people. You see what's going to happen now. Right. You see what they attempted to do today. Yeah. They release those people. The next thing they're going to do now is they're going to attack DSS office. they will say it's IPOB that attempted to release Nnamdi Kanu. They will kill him there. Or
you know, one thing that came to my mind, right? This morning, I was like, wait, Che, where is Nnamdi Kanu? Was he in Kuje or in DSS? I was asking myself, and I was like,
Kuje Prison was where Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to be kept. Maiyegun, let me cut you there. Right. Kuje Prison was where Nnamdi Kanu lawyer was contesting so that Nnamdi Kanu should go to.
Take him to. I remember.
They refused and put him in DSS, so they said the place was not secure. Now they've attacked that place to prove to you that the place is not secure. But that place is in the middle of the town. Next thing they're going to do, they're going to attack DSS. When they attack DSS is going to kill him, just like they did to Abiola. They'll come in, you just fire us for 2 days, say, we didn't know what killed him. Today, who killed Abiola? Who gave him what killed him? Nobody knows. They will never tell you. Because they knew the man had a good intention. Everything happening today, Nnamdi Kanu said it 5-6 years ago. People thought he was a madman. Melafia came in 2 years ago, 3 years ago, said the same thing. Danjuma came, said the same thing. The only reason why they cannot kill Danjuma is because he knows too much.
He's one of them.
He is too powerful for them to step on. He's the former Minister of Defense. If you can go and kidnap Kanu in Kenya,
stop talking too. You know, that's fair enough.
Thank you.
That they can't just
because they told him if he talk again, they will take away the oil wells. If he talk again, they will take away his oil wells. He has oil wells.
They would have done something to him.
No, they will take his oil wells. All his oil wells were gotten through military rule. They will take everything away. So that's why you have to keep quiet.
My brother,
if that is the case, I've got so much to say, but just I'm just going to leave you.
Always. It's been so interesting, right? Let me take another call again.
Yes,
I love this. I love how people are coming into this and opening up and giving us more insights into some things that many of us are not even thinking. I appreciate you, honestly. Unjoku, let me take another call.
You're welcome.
Cheers, man.
All right.
Thank you. So I have another person on the line. Here we go. Hello there.
One more.
The number one. Me. Maiyegun. Odema.
Yeah. Odema. I
don't know that one.
No, it means it's getting tighter, interesting.
It's becoming warmer. That's true. Osita, everybody can hear you, sir. Please.
Yeah. Let me start by saying you're doing well, my brother.
Thank you.
Let me go to the issue of Asari Dokubo first.
Good. What is wrong with Taraji Asari Dokubo? That's the same way it was so fixated on Nnamdi Kanu as well.
Yeah,
it doesn't really make much sense when it's talking about these guys. What's going on?
I've always want to say to you that the problem that the Nigerian, the court that we are challenging right now, breaking up this thing they called this mirage called Nigeria, it's a scam. It's fulfilled. The reason we've not been able to be very successful, I was watching one of your programs. One day the day you were talking about, you were analyzing that let nobody deceive anybody, that Yoruba nation, Biafra nation is not, there's no set aside date for it. But let me tell you, technically speaking,
please.
The reason we do not know the time, we might not know the exact time, but we should be able to say, this is what it is. We should be able to tell you that we are closing up.
Yeah, like I say it into the presence.
Even the CIA, the KGB, they can't tell you an exact time, but they just tell you that we are closer in time. They will give you But they say the reason we've not been able to do it, believe me, I am sorry. I'm born and bred in Lagos. So if you watch anybody who is born and bred somewhere else, who have mixed up with other people, it's difficult for that person to go into tribalism or ethnicity, gender, whatever it is. But what I am trying to say, the problem that we have today is the people who come from that river line. Those people that were happy that Yeah. Those people that were happy that they cut them out and they were called the South South. They have been the problem of Nigeria. If you look at what the Igbos, the Yorubas are talking about now, the so consigned citizens, indigenous people of these two particular regions, it is even helpful to them more than us, Igbos. It is helpful to them more than the Yoruba.
I believe.
But believe me,
the golden goose that laid the golden eggs, but never even have a taste of it.
They kept moving. I remember the first time I went to Abuja, and I was in Abuja. I was somewhere in Sokoro. I saw somebody who comes from that Ijo nation, and the guy was shouting, "See our money, see our money. I mean, see my money, see my money." I was looking at him. My friend I came to this just told me that I have not seen anything. That this people is from this place. What is trying to tell you that the whole crude oil money, this is where they spend it on.
This is where they are spending it. Osita, so, your story is so true. I remember that was what led to the militancy in Niger Delta. When they visited Abuja and they saw Abuja for the first time. They were like, what?
Yeah. So when my friend told me that, I can relate it to what they keep doing. And they keep doing this thing all the time. When people are fighting for your cause. Because if Nigeria and they say, oh, okay, we'll still go with the geopolitical zone. Okay, every zone govern itself or state govern themselves. Is it not to their own good than any other person? At least they have all the crude oil. But yes, they are not thinking that way. Asari Dokubo, I'm yet to understand the problem he has with the ordinary Igbo man.
I don't know too.
I'm trying to always find out.
Nnamdi Kanu started, it was everywhere.
Exactly.
And I was like, for what exactly? For what reason? As in,
I pray that he's watching this program. Wherever he is, I would say shame on you, Asari Dokubo, because you look at Anambra State. I'm not from Anambra State, and you're saying Anambra State is a gold mine. Compared to Bayelsa State, the list of those developed districts in the riverine area, the list, you can't compare the money that Anambra State generates, compare it to what Bayelsa is supposed to be generating. But you will never compare, not even, I would not lie to you. If not the presence of the oil company, you can't even compare Port Harcourt to Anambra State.
People have said that a lot, and I have seen images of Anambra towns, communities, and all of that. But you see, the Africans are always like, hey, we build that ourselves.
Everything you have in Anambra State, is self and individually driven, not by government. And everything you have in Port Harcourt is government present.
There's a difference.
How long will you continue to be a fool? Because look at it. APC was formed, was carried by River State money, and that is Amechi that did that.
Yes.
As of today, where's Amechi? Amechi is nowhere anymore. Wike has done the same thing again. Where's Wike?
It's just a matter of months now. It will be nowhere as well.
Just a matter of months. Where is he? I do not know when these people will understand. The crime, I have never been, you've known me, I've never been a supporter of this shenanigans called the election. I've never been part of it. And anybody who talks about it that he is, I will vouch for you. I will vouch for Peter Obi. Peter Obi did well, personally for himself. His name is there. But I keep asking, how can you rule with this 1999 constitution? Is a question. Is a question. So I do not know, on a more serious note, what is the problem of this man called Asari. Asari is talking about scams. How much was Asari worth until he became a
prisoner of Obasanjo? Because that was the beginning.
A prisoner of Obasanjo?
Yeah. It was when he became prisoner of Obasanjo for 8 months and he was released. That was the moment the fortune started.
Anytime you come on TV you will see this thing I used to call poverty mentality. Anytime you come on TV, it's either it's either you are sitting behind your Porsche Cayenne, so that people will know that you have money to buy Porsche Cayenne, or you are sitting behind your wall-to-wall screen TV, so that they will know that in your sitting room you have wall-to-wall. Shame on you!
Osita,
it's a big shame.
Let me take another one again as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lastly, please, 1 second.
Quickly.
Is it because somebody told you that it's not going to be a sharing formula anymore, so that you can never be irrelevant? Believe me, let us be relevant in what we are doing here.
Right.
You can never be part of us because you don't have our idea. No. Our idea is to break up this thing and let everybody go
as peacefully, as fast as possible. I mean, as much as like yesterday, if we can have that right away. Trust me. Osita, thank you very much for once again for all the time. Thank you, sir. I'll take this. Hello there.
Hey, Maiyegun.
Sir.
How are you, sir?
I am very well, sir. Thank you. How are you?
How is Leila doing?
Leila is doing great. How are you?
And the brother?
We thank God.
Maiyegun, it's been a tough 2 weeks. It's like non-stop. You fire like fire. Oh my goodness. Who pour you water to cool you down?
What can man do now, JJ? You see, what can man do?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Gasala, don't they happen? Let me go straight to the point. By statistics, how did they vote in 2015? How did they vote in 2019? Voting statistics. Makodi, Castina, all those Borono, whatever, where there's a war. What is the highest mark of their vote? 2019.
Well, I remember one.
Compared to the population.
I know.
20-something million.
1.4 million or 1.5, so 1.9 million for PDP.
1.9 million.
Yeah, but APC got about 1.5 million or 1.6 million of the votes.
Now, let me now tell you. Do you realize that time there was a war in those places, about 14 local governments, and they still managed to get highest votes than some states in the east?
Where there was no war or anything.
When there's a war, now, obese is what I do. I want them to listen to me. Statistically, we want to talk now. Forget about Obi good or east or west. But statistically, does this statistic favor them that Obi can win? Do they ever think about it? Now, let's say in the southeast, the vote is being split by article. A south man, by all those whatever you want to call them, the Shekiri will never leave Okowa without voting for him. Statistically, that is along the ethnicity. The vote is being split. Now, coming to Southwest, they went to the police station, to the registration, for PVC accreditation. Registration. What did they do to them in Southwest? They chased them with the thug.
Because of who they are.
They attacked them, not to get it. When they go to the north, what are they doing to them? They chase them there. Now, tell me, let's say statistically, all the East, 100% of them will vote for Obi. What is the population of Enugu voters that have PDC? What is compared to their population, the highest population census? Are they thinking about it? If Ekiti with 4-point-something population,
right? If you are talking like this, it seems that you are also following the general convo out there that is trying to...
No, brother. I don't want to be deceiving. Okay.
I won't help you. No, I won't help you with what you are saying so that at least we will help ourselves, okay? If you continue talking like that, that simply means we are agreeing that Obi is Igbo candidate. Do you get that?
No. It's not about Igbo candidate. I'm just giving you statistics of what is happening electorally, the way the Nigeria is. If you know the reality, then you will know where to break in. Yes. Now, Ekiti have a 4 million population. The voters card allocated to them is about 900, isn't it? PVC.
940.
Now, you understand? Now, the Enugu, Ebonyi, Abia, whatever, how many states make it? Let them calculate all their voters cards together. 100%. Let them say they vote for Obi. Now, come down to West. How many of them would the West allow them to vote for Obi? These are the reality on ground. And if those PDC cannot guarantee them winning Obi, the cons that will go, though we know that half of Yoruba will not vote Tinubu, we know Yoruba for that one. Yoruba don't bias when it comes to some decision. There's some emotional irrelevancies that Yoruba will do. Yes, Yoruba is the most fair among all the Nigerians. Take it or leave it. Some of them will not vote for Tinubu. A lot. Who is PDP will remain PDP. That is Yoruba for you. They will not say because Tinubu is my brother. They will.
Electorally, it's shown like that, okay? Since in 1999, Yorubas never voted for PDP or Obasanjo. In 2003 as well, Yorubas, even despite the fact that they tried to railroad them into voting for PDP, the vote was still pretty much about 51%, 49%. Now, when it came to do a time, it was also split between the PDP and the, so even under this Tifnumbu APC, the election of 2015, the results shown that APC got a bit over 50% and PDP got over 48%. In 2019, the same thing. Yorubas never really voted mass for any party.
No. Now, let's see both. Now, both.
They still blame us that Yorubas voted for this and that, even though
So now let's check what is going on now. How our Obi. They should look at the statistics with clear eye and see that this thing, no matter how Obi shout loud, shout low, he can never win the election. It's just for them to tell Romero. This is what is happening.
What if they surprise you?
Brother, Obi will win in under one condition. You know that I give you one historical experience last time. Oba Otedola, what brought Otedola into the government? This one will play out. I know that one because there will be fight. There's no way you can do it between APC and PDP. They will not fight. Now, let us now come down.
Fight, of course.
So in that fight, that's what will provide them avenue. And if you look at what is happening now within the PDP, whatever, there's already some discourse now between Wike and his team members.
With a wicked talks, Atif could call anymore. Baba, a lot will go down. We know that now. We will just be prepared.
So that is for Obi. The earlier, the better. Now, there's something that Igbos need to understand. Peter Obi is so good that when they were killing people in Abia State because of IPOB or whatever, what was the Obi's comment? Does he ever support or never? All those things they need to put into consideration. Brother.
In fairness, right? One of his statements where he spoke in defense of IPOB, they are trying to use that against him now. In 2017, Peter Obi said, he said that the attack and the clampdown on the IPOB, right, is not the solution. He said that the injustice in the system is pushing more young people into the fold of IPOB that they deserve to be addressed, wherever the grievances. You know what?
Yes.
They are quoting that
Yes.
to say, you see, he's IPOB member, unfortunately.
Yeah, whatever they want to, brother, you see, some things is happening, and a lot of people are not seeing what. Thank God, the last caller, that guy who said he's Hausa, I've analyzed a little bit of it. You know, I always tell you something. I say, playbook. Yes, we have to speak in quotes. Let us forget Obi, come down to Yoruba self.
Yes.
You remember 3 days ago you were making a call about everywhere after the princess and all those stuff. People are some people are complaining that Mama only TV or whatever. That with the way it is, let's declare or not declare. People are fighting. Brother, there's something that I suspected. And I've made mention of that statement, that thing one day, but nobody really pay attention. What I mentioned is that, you know what I make mention is that the people who are leading Yoruba were never prepared or ready for Yoruba to get out of Nigeria.
Okay.
But play, the jokes become reality in their hands.
Like it's becoming real.
Which is what put them into some corner now that they don't know what to do. The best way to diffuse the tension is by keeping quiet, not doing anything. And I stand to be corrected. Baba Akintoye and others.
Somebody is listening and they may take you on it. So you too, you have to listen.
Brother.
And see what feels about it.
That's why I try to call in that day to remember you that because if they're really ready for this kind of thing, by now we're supposed to have some things in place, which is what takes me back to one of the guys who always come from America who say plan B, plan C, plan D.
That's the feel guy, our own person.
Yeah. Because we don't wait now, and it's not too late for us to put things together. How I wish those Baba is accessible, that we can access to them. By now, we're supposed to have some group of guys who will be brainstorming, putting things together. There's a lot of brilliant ideas that everybody has raised that we can put together and be working out. By now, even Britain or whoever it is, will not be able to match us. Do you know why? There are some things where you know that people are ready, and you can put some things on table to the people you want to deal with internationally. Brother, they are bound to reason with you and agree with you.
I mean, it depends on what you present, and I agree with you, JJ. But again,
this is what is happening. But now we can't just make the best way, the quickest way now, in order not to delay, because something will happen by June next year. Exactly 1 year, coming 1 year, something will happen. And what will happen will be like a massive negotiation.
So we should
and that negotiation
position ourselves, you mean?
Before that time, brother, what will happen is two things. It's either the Nigerian break, there will be trouble, the military overthrow, or they put interim there. If Nigeria will not break, there will be a negotiation next year. Everything cannot continue in this way.
It can't continue like this, I believe.
Now we have to put ourselves, we have to put something in place. So please.
A lot is going on behind the scene. We just hope that
brother,
take us forever.
Not much going on. Brother, I won't lie to you. Nothing is going on. They are just trying to cool everybody. I won't lie to you.
Let me take another one, JJ.
Yes.
It's a pleasure. Meanwhile, I just have a good news for you, JJ. You remember your proposal to support the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu? Yeah? That one. Tete. You there? Oh, it's gone. I'll keep it to myself. I'll say it more later. Hello there.
Yeah, hello. Maiyegun Larry on the line.
Oh, Larry.
Yes, sir.
Mababi Konje of the Temple of Truth, Elder.
You know,
You now you they carry the flag. Now you they carry the badge with honor.
Yes. Oh, all right. Good afternoon, everyone. And good afternoon, my brother. I hope you're doing good, my brother.
I am surviving, and thank you for asking. I hope you are good as well, sir.
Yeah, I am good, pretty good. But just that I had a sleepless night, thinking about so many things going on back home, and I just don't know where to even place my hands on. First off,
I mean, things maybe if you let them share with us, you'll feel better. That's what I do.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Please.
First off, I want to say, with all these that are happening now, I hope the idiots Ogabelo, Jide Kosoko, Olaya are now training how to carry AK-47 in order to defend their benefactor, Kolu Tifnubu. Knowing this happened today or yesterday or whatever,
it happened.
So they should have it in
this morning. Yeah.
Yes. So they should all have it in mind. The idiots that are saying is their benefactor, they should all have it in mind that they will be transferred to Abuja to be Kolu's security, whatever, when the time comes. Because they are saying it is their benefactor. So they should all be ready to carry gun and die for him. Since they don't want to die for the Yoruba land, they should be able to die in the hands of the Boko Haram people. That's number one. Number two, if the bandits can attack their lover, Boko Haram, even though Morikini has game, because one attacking, but
they kill two people, Papa. I mean, if a joke, they take life.
Baba, say one feel life was started any south in it. One feel like what I now, one feel like what play game was out now. So, I'm already on serious. She won't know on the intel time by and the Boko Haram and Ben. So, she was just by just in bed. So, Boko in your game, I will come on, yes, and signal.
So much for us to be done.
Exactly. So, all of you black in Abuja Robin a coni Luma wa nígbà tó ń bá jẹ president tí àwọn olú ẹran tó ti máa ń gbé àdá tó ti máa ń gbé gbogbo òṣì tó ń gbé yẹn tó máa ti ń gbé tó ti máa fi ń scare àwọn the educated Lagosians, the mi ò fẹ́ wàhálà Lagosians. Maybe they think that is it. Maybe olú ẹran thinks it's a child's play. Let him go to Abuja with his benefactor. I don't know if you understand that.
By the time they get to that point, well, it won't be Boko Haram anymore, Baba. It will be who is the president, who is ready to be shot down from the sky.
Exactly.
Like what happened in
yes, and by that time,
I don't want to do a lot of sad things. But Baba, Larry, go on.
Yeah. By that time, Olueron will run away after Tinubu left. But Osalo nígbà yẹn sà stay where are Osalo. So the Baba ko fe ku Baba ko mo yẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Now, Boda Lai Mohammed Elenu Kurukuku Boda Okunu. I believe he should be able to come out now since he was defending back then during NSAS time that Photoshop ni Photoshop no lele tó ṣe fún àwọn èdè Buhari o pa yo go Boda Liar Mohammed. Photoshop because anything that happens to the masses in the hands of this idiot is always Photoshop. And he just Photoshop. Let him please come out now. Him with a Obodo Day. Let him come outside now.
Sir, Femi
yes.
Made a statement this afternoon. It will shock you. He said the reason why Buhari is going to Senegal to go and do a summit, even when Nigeria is under attack like that, in Abuja next to him, is because Buhari doesn't want the Boko Haram to feel like they are controlling him. So he needs to go anywhere and do whatever he wants to do.
You know he's Opono now. Femi Opono there. So that is it. Let the both of them shall come outside to come and defend this now and say it's Photoshop. Because the army came out, the police came out.
When Buhari returned to the they don't give no addition on the Boy Scout at the back. Then go there with
oh, sure. tó bà lé bí kọ́ọ̀pù tó fẹ́ mu bíà ni ó máa padà kú sínú bíà yẹn láti ẹ̀wẹ̀ fún wọn lè. Now I want to say this. Please, Showore, I know you want to make Nigeria good, but with the situation of things, my brother, I love you. Baje, mo like Showore. Showore, don't become the next Awolowo, because Awolowo said, "Tigba tansi ko ba to, àwa la ma jà fúnra wa." Àsìkò yẹn ti tó báyìí. Showore, don't try to unify Nigeria. Awolowo try ẹjọ́ ẹ lọ. Baba, Showore, we love you. Please don't die in the den or in the dungeon of these idiots. Showore, we love you so much. So please, if you can just leave them, come on, Lord, I want one to Showore. Ultimately, Showore. Àti pa kò lè fún wọn bọ̀ a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Amẹ́ríkà ṣàtúwá fún Buhari ń wọ́rọ̀ ní pé wọn gbọ́dọ̀ fọwọ́ kan if not Buhari àti yan ká kádúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Amẹ́ríkà ò torí Showore náà jẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ àmọ́ sí pé ẹni Ọlọ́run pa lòun torí ó ti pẹ́ tó ti fẹ́ pa láti days ní student union. So please Showore, we know you want a wonderful better Nigeria, but Awolowo has tried it and he said he regretted. That word is heavy.
He said it. He regretted.
Yes, Awolowo said he regretted. Please, I don't want you to regret. Showore, please come back home. This is not a matter of Kamashagidi Lomo. I want people you will anyone they kill with so much joy in their heart.
They don't look back. Yes.
That is it. That is another thing that I want to say.
Let me take another one.
And
Baba.
then, no, Baba, I want to say this one. This one is even important. Okay. Now that we have Professor Akitoye, Professor Adeniran, Sunday Igboho, Mama Abiola Onitiri, they are our frontliners, and they are all courageous people. If we fail to utilize their zeal and enthusiasm for this cause, once and for all, if these courageous elderly men and women goes to the great beyond, or let's say Agbadra Baba, Agbadra Alagboro Pelaye, Coffee Jobi. If Nimoso not when, because if is probability, when is certainty. If this great man goes to the great beyond, then I'm certain Igbo himself will leave us to our feet. After his so much effort of pushing without the expected support from the Yorubas, and the sad and avoidable, I said avoidable, will happen and it will occur. We will all be left to complete slavery in the Fulani captured country called Nigeria. Because they are now looking at Nigeria and they are telling you that, hey, Nigeria is going to be the next Afghanistan. So if we don't utilize these people's zeal right now to push that wall and break that wall down, we will regret it. With the archaeology elders that we have and the kings that they don't care, if we don't use their zeal now, iṣẹ́ tí Ọlọ́run rán bàbá yìí ni bàbá yìí mọ̀ kí bàbá yìí ó ti dàgbà àwọn bàbá yìí ó ti dàgbà Sunday Igboho kẹ̀dẹ̀rẹ́ tó bá ya tó bá rí pé ẹ fẹ́ move ọmọ I'm very sure he will just leave us to our feet. That's that. Let's not forget that the next generation and the Indomie generation, like we always say, they will never be able to fight. And let's remember, we'll all be blamed just the same way we all blame our parents for not standing up back then. This is the right time. God has shown us all the way. God has shown us all the patterns that we need. It is just for us to put hands together and make sure that everything is being done once and for all. And lastly, Maiyegun, please, I don't know.
Larry.
No,
I don't like that. See, if I try to give you an extra, please don't stretch it. I'm the one who says the time, and if he says 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that's a lot for somebody to speak on a phone-in program. Okay, please don't stretch it. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun General. Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Greetings to the family and our new angel.
Thank
you. Very sweet. I just want to drop a quick one to this nonsense that is going on. You know, our youth sometimes, I don't know whether they use charm to hold them or something. I don't understand the kind of brain and the way they reason. You know, all of them are thinking that if Peter Obi comes into the scene as a president, that Nigeria will turn overnight and become the best of they will become a very, I don't know, the best of all countries yes, overnight and all these things. I just want to, I know many of them are listening to you and in different platforms. I want to let them know there are three things that will happen. I hope they saw the video of voters card where they pack them like
have you seen
like
that too? They abandoned permanent voters cards.
Yes. And again, let me tell them, you see, these are voters cards they made. These are PVC. You know, it's INEC. INEC make it 2-2. You understand? So they give you one just to fake you. The other one with your complete everything, they will register it. The only thing, the things they will do, this election now that they are shouting, they will rig the election and give to this man, Atiku. Jagaban will raise his voice. What will come to Lagos there, from where he will start, and his anger will be on Igbos before he will now start to descend on Yorubas and other people. So another thing, Atiku, when they give this power to Atiku, Nigeria youth now will start a revolution because everybody now knows that all of them were for Obi. They will say, no, we didn't vote for Atiku, we vote for Obi, this, that. How can they imagine that Fulanis, all of them, only Fulanis has occupied all the whole top position in Nigeria, and they will just allow you to kick them out like that? All those things. You think they will allow you to kick them out? INEC, they are the one. Military, they are the one.
These guys left power for just, look at it this way, for just 5 years when Yaradua couldn't keep it for long, and they unleashed the hell on the entire Nigeria for Jonathan to go. Now,
hold on now. I'm coming. Then when they said okay, then the people now who Nigeria is their company, we now say okay, let's give it to Obi just for 4 years because he's not going to complete 8 years. If I thought he will complete the 4 years, then all those people who have told those koro with their own mouth and their ear, Nigeria, you tell them that they will unleash all the Fulani from all over Africa. They will not put into the Nigeria and make the tenor ungovernable for Obi. So Obi winning it is better he didn't even come out than to say he won the election. And if he refused to want to prove this thing, the only thing they want Obi to do now is to use him to crush IPOB, bring IPOB down and jail Nnamdi Kanu or execute him, kill him. And when they finish using him to cross that thing, they will now remove him from power. Yes, they will discharge him. So that's the only thing. So, but our people are stupid because hunger don't brainwash, don't scatter their head. They are all thinking Nigeria debt in the next 200 years they never finish her. You understand? And nothing. You heard Soludo or which person saying that Nigeria don't have any money again. You understand that the money they have, they've used it to buy weapons to be killing our youth. I was even shocked to see that Nigerian youth came out and be even campaigning for Jagaban that murdered our youth. I just asked myself, are these people for real? Or is there any other? Don't they think, even if they use a corrupt system to destroy their destiny, common sense,
their oppressors differently.
Common sense, Maiyegun. Now we don't even need it.
Common sense normally should tell anyone that it don't make any sense for Buhari from the north to be spending 8 years in this divided Nigeria, and some youth are still pushing Atiku Kwakwanso from the north. Nothing makes sense here. Nothing.
The only thing that would have saved everybody now is divide the country now. Nigeria have expired in 2014. Are they not getting it? Are they not doing research? Are they not asking questions? What is going on? They are thinking that that's the only mission of this. So you see, this is they are saying obedience of it. They are very, very stupid. See, even P Square and his second brother campaigning. These people are so mad. How many times has P Square they came out and say he lives in Nnamdi Kanu? He didn't do anything. Just look at Igbo people.
Because of all this power wealth that they believe Nigeria will give to them, or they will lose if they should start speaking about Nnamdi Kanu. Unfortunately.
Yes. They refuse to, but they will come abroad, enjoy the freedom, enjoy good roads, enjoy electricity. Them making money using Nigerian youth, make money finish with their music. They will be living like stars and everything. The new lecturers, Muhammadu, hey God, Maiyegun, I'm so.
And then when they look around and they feel like, oh, we need kidney, they would come go out there and say, come, make I help you. Your life, we don't mess up your life, but come, give us one kidney. Your kidney will give you money. And they are not ashamed of it as well.
I said, Maiyegun, I asked myself, I said, God, I've been crying. I asked myself, what is going on? Why are the people inside that country can't reason? Even the ones you told, look at Tinibuna, they say they doesn't have certificate. This one come out and say nonsense, and you are still campaigning. See my
Somebody will be like this, and then you see somebody will be saying an educated person. When they fight you, they talk, say, who else do you want us to support? Except for somebody who can't even walk. Check your screen. You can watch me right now, Just 2-3 seconds. Check your screen. Then you tell me.
You can't even move. What are you looking for in Nigeria? Why should the young people step down for an old person like this? Why? Why am I even from this place? How did it? Is it that we are all sins? Is it like I sinned? I did something in heaven for God to bring me to this place? Because I believe maybe because I've done something before. Why am I in this country? Why?
When people just ask themselves, what exactly have I done? Was I just a sinner that God will now put me in this country, and then they will make me have to choose this person, or even defend the reason why I don't want to choose this person? Let him be my offense.
I don't know. When I look you, I just say, God, why is it that the kind of wisdom God give you, I've never seen it. Men like you are rare. I wish I want marry black man. A man like you are for marry.
If for better, when that time we say you and I still, but it's lovely to hear that.
I say our people. Okay. Just imagine. I was talking to one of my Yoruba sisters who are married to Igbo. She's my very good friend. Her mother is Igbo, but her dad is Yoruba. She was firing me with this Obi. I warn her. I say, girl, I beg. If me and you they talk, no, they talk this Obi matter. I say, why am I so negative? Obi is the person. Obi will win by the special grace of God. Obi will make Nigeria better. And I say, girl, as long as that Constitution of 1914, is still in existence, Obi can never do nothing for you, and they will not even allow
to be called Mr. President. I mean,
he can't do
is this so easy, because how is it so easy for people to just gamble away their life like 4 years, 8 years? Easy.
And the problem, they put the load on us that is in diaspora. Have you noticed that before month end, Maiyegun month know the end? I don't know whether they receive message before you go wake up.
Something where they take preach. I tell you, say people they get high blood pressure when months don't they come to an end. Not because they can't pay the house bill here, not because they can't figure that things, but because they don't know what is it going to be like from Nigeria this month.
You go pay today, so you go come see they say God know the blessing.
They can't say you overreact. You stay Germany.
They can't say no one else.
They complain about Nigeria. They don't know say.
Somebody tell me today, sir. Somebody tell me the sense. Say my country for Nigeria, small I understand. Because I send a message, you want you the money. That's why you know get integrity. He said, man, come back to Nigeria small. Say that's like even when I was in Nigeria, I was integrity is imbued. Now I tell them.
Sometimes we just they talk. They have no idea how this thing connects to one another. And me on this platform, I do my best to make even people who feel say they are far away from home and they are safer, to make them see how close and connected with all the madness going on. If you think, you go know how connected you are. And guess what? There's never a time that you are never going to be angry. If you sit down and see all of these things, you just get so angry. And say,
Yeah, even when you want to give up, you don't want to speak again. The spirit is already there because you don't have any choice. Because the thing keep pumping every minute of your life into your destiny, into your brain, into. Sometimes I even they think of you. Say, I hope. Say, as they pray, there was a time I was praying for you. God, don't allow this man to have high blood pressure. Don't allow him to have high blood pressure.
My sister. But thank you.
I called the prayer. I say, God, this young man, no let him get blood pressure. Because Nigerian matter follow give many people.
I don't get life for here because I dey worry about everything. See you, Maiyegun, you don't dey grow old. People where they talk about, they abuse me.
I'm not denying.
Look at you. You don't dey grow old. See all the line for your head. I say, well, now na cosam. I just don't want my children to go through what I went through. Hopefully, they won't grow old easily or quickly, like me. Sister, let me take one more call just before we call it tonight. I enjoy talking to you, by the way. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much. God bless you, darling. God bless you.
Too. I'll take this. Hello there.
Hello. Good evening, General Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Good evening. I've been trying to reach out to you. It has been very, very difficult.
I'm glad.
I've been trying to reach out to you. I have a very good opportunity.
Now we are talking, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm calling from Italy anyway. I've been following your program. It's quite very, very interesting.
Go for it.
Yeah. I'm glad that everybody can hear. The fact is that the problem we are facing today in Nigeria is very quite getting out of hand. And the situation out there that about the government of the city, they kind of acting packages playing with Nigeria, placing the Fulani at the name of the affair, using our governors, the people supposed to be fighting for us, using them as their own self-defense, using them at the same time against us. It's general event. Even the same Fulani, they have rounded us all to Benin. They are in our forest.
And Benin people this kind of war. When you say people know the reporter well, my brother. I mean, they have been battling with this terrorist in Benin. And I wonder why it is not really making the news. A lot is going on as well. Please, go on, please.
You hear me out. You realize that the state governor of Baseke we all clamor for, that we voted for him, that we battled with Tinubu and said, we will not be Lagos. This same man, you realize that he's working together with the Fulani government in order to bring the Benin. I'm telling you now, the most funny thing, the Edo bloggers we have there, they are not saying anything about it. They are talking about Obi. They are talking about Obi. Do you know how many people that they've rendered homeless, people that have left their family because of this stupid Fulani agenda?
I see most
and some probability. Yeah, and most of these Benin prominent chiefs, they are behind them, doing harming. No, offend who have to offend who. They are joining hands together with the Fulani government in order to achieve their own aim of taking money unlawfully. You know how many people they murder the Benin Express Road, Auntie Road, and some of our forest. Those guys are in there. Even the Benin is not even volunteers in vigilante. The state government is not even funding them. Like Akere the rich fighting, trying to empower the Amoteku. The state government is doing anything. Even there's no work going on in Benin.
Even though they are just what do you call it? Paper tigers who can only bark or can't bite. But what can we say Obaseki is putting together in Edo, which makes what you are saying right now?
He's not putting anything. He's not putting anything on ground for Edo. He's not. Do you know that there are so many people that have been murdered? This same governor have not even gone there to see the situation. All he needs doing is to fight every political party that has any being of power. As far as he's fighting the monarchy over artifacts. That's just what I have to say. We still have more. Because as I'm talking to you now, I'm still on duty. We are facing here in Benin. There's no good work going on in Benin. There's no road work. And there's no people talking about this nonsense going on.
Not many are talking about
There's
them,
no people
of course.
talking. There's no people talking about it. The Benin bloggers are all they need doing social media just to insult them. They talk about nothing. Okay, look at what happened about the president's convoy.
Make a lot of exposure if they pay attention to what is going on and help expose them. That we can say, yeah, we heard this and we can follow it up as well. I read some of them and I'm like,
definitely.
But most of the time I just read that people it's like after they get attacked, then people in Edo, in some of these they will group themselves and go after them. And it has been like that for the past 8 months, and people properties are being burnt down. But it's underreported. I agree.
It's not being reported.
It's not.
The people that even want to go after this criminal men, you see the state government together with the army chiefs and all that. Okay, let's talk about issues. Okay, when Borata was in the brutal Borata was the chief of army staff. He never visited Benin one day. After Obaseki must have got the second slot as the second term in office, and he now realized that they are now working against him. What Obaseki did for Buhari, before you know what's going on, Borata now visited him, saying that they want to make alliance to fight criminality in Edo. So next time, after a while, they are even trying to install their hierarchy. If not the Benin youth and the Benin, the good Benin, it has never been done. We cannot have two of us now, kingdom. There are people behind. There are people behind
as well. Wow.
It happens. It happens. It happens. People are hearing what I'm saying now. If anyone saying that all I'm saying is not a fact, I want them to contest it. They can't contest it. They can't. Because of their self-interest, people are no longer telling us the truth. People are no longer telling us the truth. The youth that's supposed to fight for their land because of what they're going to benefit from the government. They always come out with propaganda and all that. I'm ashamed.
Lies, deceit, and deception, distraction, and all of that stuff put together.
Yeah. So, Mr. General, we still have lots to say. Let me know so that other people can keep talking to it. I really appreciate your program. I appreciate it.
Likely, yeah, we would like to hear somebody who is also going to add their own voice too. Thanks, Baba. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh.
Let me take another call. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir, Baba.
Hello, Baba. I'm Akale.
Akale, how are you?
I'm fine. Leila Nka àti ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ àti ìyá wọn.
Everybody, wow, adúpẹ́. Báwo ni family?
Ọdúnjọ́ mẹ́ta.
I know. At least.
Hello.
Yeah, Baba, I can hear you, Emma.
Okay. Ẹ wo ṣẹ́dí máa bá waste time. Ṣẹ́dí first caller tó kọ́kọ́ pè sórí program ló ti sọ everything. Kò yé yín. Àwọn Politico, they are just using this man Peter Obi to as a bet for everybody. And I was so surprised. Like I was discussing 2 days there and before àwọn ọmọ Igbo kan mo ní wá tó jẹ́ gbogbo wa gbàgbé Biafra ẹ wá ń tẹ̀lé Peter Obi pé ló lè ṣe. Mo ní àtìgbà tí Peter Obi tẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe ìdó tẹ̀tẹ̀ ever sọ nípa constitution yẹn gangan fúnra rẹ̀ báwo ni ṣe fẹ́ ṣe. Gbogbo wọn bá ń wò mí mo ní tí ẹ̀rú tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo ti gbàgbé Kánú sínú ibi tó wà ẹ wá tẹ̀lé Peter Obi mo ní sì Peter Obi ò bá win election ẹ wà ní ẹ fẹ́ padà sí ẹ fẹ́ gba Biafra mo ní kílẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n máa ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo wọn wò mí mo ní brother what you are saying is true mo ní tó gbogbo yẹn ẹ̀rú dẹ̀ tí ẹ̀rú rárá. For me, Peter Obi is a scam. The British are using it for scam to scam everybody. And look at what happened in Abuja today. My brother, Madden, Afghanistan, in a few months' time, President Buhari. ó máa sá lọ táwọn Arabi máa take over everything. Want to surround Abuja already. And I remember you said it about a few months ago that Abuja has already taken over. Arabi, they are already not ready.
Because they
it doesn't matter of time.
About one capacity. Let it take over.
Yeah. Somebody
unchallenged.
Somebody told me. Yeah. Listen, if I have to call him this evening and ask where any of our family lives in Abuja. Come so far, come padà sí sàlẹ̀. Even my military friends sọ fún mi pé anybody tó bá mọ̀ tó wà l'Abuja kí lọ come padà sí sàlẹ̀. But these people have already taken over Abuja already. They are just waiting. But because of not any Kuje, it just has a new because of it. And before you know it, might come out.
Not even nothing. Guys. Nobody shoot anything.
For good 3 hours.
We are not talking about
once of them
about Abuja.
Yeah. Army barrack kò jìnnà síbẹ̀, police barrack kò jìnnà síbẹ̀. Ọjà pé never base náà ò jìnnà síbẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n ní airport kò jìnnà síbẹ̀. Kò jìnnà síbẹ̀. For good 3 hours, wọ́n fi operate. Àwọn àmì wọn lè counter wọn.
That they exchange fire, like they fight with the terrorists and but they escaped. Nothing. They just walked in, did their job, took their leaders.
Then the whole defense minister tó wá jáde wá sọ rubbish. No. Èmi kàn máa sọ fún àwọn Yorùbá tó bá wà lórí program yìí. Now let everybody prepare though. Ogun ti dé already. There's you are just deceiving yourself. Peter Obi, there's no way these people can do anything. These people are ready, they don't want to leave power, and for them to, even though they're going to leave that power for anybody, it's going to be for the North. It's just like the tape to play before when you start your program. That is their plan from exactly. That is their plan from the beginning. That is their plan from the beginning, and it's not clearing to everybody. Kọ́lá kan sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé àwọn bàbá Akíntóyè gbogbo wọn dákẹ́. No, because a lot is going on the ground. Because everything comes out of everybody. It's not everything come out of everybody. Bye. No, a lot is going on the ground. So everybody needs to rule. The only prayer Mama pray out I want diaspora ni pé nígbà tó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ kó má kọ àwọn èèyàn tiwa ni because they don't care. They want they don't split the blood. They can kill at any time. They don't care about anybody. But let's say Tinubu tó bá fi ṣe president náà ló wà France tó long by tọ́jú yìí. Tó bá tẹ̀ á jẹ́ president ló bó ti máa lọ France lọ máa bọ̀. Máa lọ France máa lọ money. No. This open Nigeria is finished already. And the British know, the American knows that the Nigeria is no more, there's nothing like Nigeria. They know. Peter Obi wá síbẹ̀ láti wá appease àwọn ọmọ Igbo ni, and they fall into it. They already abandoned their Biafra struggle. They are not calling about Peter Obi.
Yeah, but that is not 100% right too. Sure you get. Of course, we have so many people, even within us too. We have those of us who are like a pro-Yoruba nation. Today they are now saying, I support Yoruba nation, but I'm gone. Peter Obi it is. Even read the comment, Baba. You will see some of them.
I'm reading the comment.
We can't say everyone has abandoned it per se, because I can tell you, every day, even Peter Obi team continue to distance themselves from IPOB. You get what I mean now? So I get it. A lot of people are catching a lot of when you're looking catch fever, right? In this whole area of corruption. Okay. But those I want to keep focus on. I want to say that let's see how long they are going to hold it. A lot of people are saying that there is more to this Peter Obi project. But Baba, we'll wait and see. Abibeko. Thanks so much, man. Let me take another one.
Papa. Just get your friends, my family, and good night.
I will, sir. Thank you, and yours too. Okay, bye-bye. So I'll take one more. Hey, there you go. Hello there.
Hello, Baba. Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening. How are you?
Baoniko.
Well, Baba, we thank God though.
Okay. You can hear me, eh?
Loud and clear, all of us. Well, I'm going all over the
Oh
world.
my God. I'm calling from London.
Yes,
what I want to say, as much as we are for breakup of Nigeria, support. But boy, to be stand, want to break. But how are we going to do it now? To buy the other time, referendum. But if you look on that, you need to sorrow. So my push going for it want to lazy Republic of Benin.
Want to send a sex out.
Now we can want to jail, let's say, what the jail mole because the body, time to build jade. Time here, but what the PDP to very contest to jade. On you to shebe shikini. You merit your law. As we go obio jade, shebo ko ba jet nibu. Àti kọ̀ọ̀kọ̀ àkọ́yọ́ sọ̀kọ̀ wa. Yeah, but now, bọ́bọ́ yìí jáde tó bá wò kí n ṣe it's not a Igbo project. What dàbí bóyá ń sọ fún the last caller yẹn. Ṣèbáṣà ní àwọn bírú àwọn EPAN tó ń àwọn Biafra tó ń fẹ́ òbí kò fẹ́ election.
Òbí fúnra rẹ̀ pé òbí o you are a trouble so ká má yí pretend pé àárí àwọn yẹn. Come, I believe it. For the sake of our tongue.
Yeah, so come on, so what do I mean? There's a way along the destiny. What along plan for what you get me because by one thing we don't know what God has for us. Go be is a movement.
So that's why I tell people that of course. We may want to look away and all of that, but it is not genuine for us to continue to pretend that this is not happening, Baba, because we can see it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So because bless you. Bless me. Bless. What you get me? So now I saw be along since you on go aggressive glory obien be obi long mad lu láti dalu so le to bi o ba wi mi to bi o ba wi
it is not a bad idea circumstances to about making change your position on issues that they said is actually is an healthy a sign of intelligent emotional intelligence. When circumstances changes,
yes,
you can also change your position.
Yeah.
Or majority, we have seen this before, sir. You get that? We have seen things like this before, which sort of, make many people feel like this is the chance. This is it. Let's do it now. Only for everything to come back and then be like, oh man, it's a missed opportunity. So that's why some people are being skeptical too, as well, sir.
Yes, yes. So let us hope because I'm actually hope breakfast, it will be a catalyst. That is drive to come out with this. I be one everywhere. I guess this because it's a movement. So about we lose this thing because all my
lose free and fear. Which they
lose free and fear because all my mago. My rig. Oh my trigger. No for sure my franchise. What am I lose some of his supporters go? I don't know, so you can't my shell. The mobile for all my fee. Figure out where I just very no other. I saw the wa. I was all like move, got move. So that is what I want to say. Let us be. The will. Let's allow the will of God.
Let us be positive with everyone. Especially if they are coming out this much to say they are against the status quo. Of course, our tiripe ọ̀rọ̀ amúkú wọn wọ́n lẹ́rù ẹ̀ wọ olókè lọ́ngbò. Àwọn fẹ́ tòkè mọ́ problem yẹn solve ni. Àwa mọ deeper root of it why to fi bend bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. But whichever way, ká gbé for, ká mi wọ́n ní ká gbọ́yàn fọmọ, ká gbọ́mọ fọyàn. Kẹ́nu ọmọ ṣáà má ti gbófo ṣáà ni, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ lẹ́yìn àgbàlagbà ṣe ń sọ. Ibikíbi tó bá wùn tó bá máa lead sí. We'll see it at the end, sir.
Otani. Okay. Oshego, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much too.
Yeah.
Let me take another one. Here we go. Hello there. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Ekaleo.
Akale. Program tẹ́ ṣe kì í ṣe live.
Live ni o. Maiyegun lè bá sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí anyway.
Bàbá, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀?
Thank God.
I just want to contribute my things to this stuff.
Yeah, go for it. You're not telling us your name, or you want to keep that? So you tell me, sir.
Okay. Orúkọ mi ni Olúwaṣèyí. Ọmọ oníṣàgá olómù. Ọmọ ti ìṣàgá olómù. No, London.
Okay, great. So,
London.
Nice. So, you're alive. Everybody can hear you, sir.
Yeah. Normally, gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí àwọn the last caller kan sọ nípa pé when he's talking about the movement of Peter Obi.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's good anyway, in a way, but personally, I don't just believe in all this rubbish Nigeria anymore. Whether we be or whether no be, I don't just believe that anymore.
As good as it looks.
Distraction, yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. Oúnjẹ àwọn kan, but kò lè jẹ mí, kò lè mú dem àwọn kan náà tó yẹ pé kò jẹ. Lọ́wọ́ táwa yìí lè parọ́. Nigeria gan ó ti finish. Èyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Abuja. Wọ́n lọ ṣiṣẹ́ bẹ̀ for 3 hours. No response from all this our security agents.
No nothing. Everybody went to bed.
Yeah.
Wọ́n jẹ́ ń padà sí yáàdì ìyàrí, ó yẹ kí gbogbo ara ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti tẹ̀.
Wọ́n tún wá ń gbé àmọ́ra, wọ́n lọ capture àwọn 300 náà wọ́n 600. Sálọ́ náà máa gbé mọ́ra. Brother mi kò sí kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Sí kankan. Ẹ má jẹ́ àtọ́ ara kò tẹ̀ sí kankan. Mo jẹ́ sí wà yìí gan-an. Mo ti blood pressure lẹ́nu lọ sókè ní ìparọ́. Because mo sì níyà ń bẹ̀, mo ní family, mo lábúrò, mo lẹ́gbọ̀n bẹ̀. A ní màmá mi, mo ní ọmọ mi sọ fún ọ̀fẹ́ wa, màmá ẹ̀ jọjọ́ ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí má kó wálé o, má wálé. Ìyá tó ní kí n máa wálé gbàgbó.
Ìyá tó gbé ìgbà yẹn tó bá kọ́ ọgbọ́ ìgbà sí màá wò mí náà yìí. Ó bá kẹ́kẹ́ pé jọba kẹ́kẹ́ mi ń rọwọ́ rẹ o, ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà ẹ̀sẹ̀ màá wá.
That's right.
Àwọn ìyá ìwà ń pè wá ń sìn tó sọ pé má wálé o, rájú dúró bó o máa yọ, ṣíkẹ́ dúró rọ́hùn o, má wà mọ́ o, dúró bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Ṣé máa wá ìṣú dúró rẹ̀ máa wá yí máa fóònù kò ti bá sọ̀nù fóònù ó ti tàn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, wọ́n kàn frustrate effort everybody. Àwọn tó wà ń lu gan, wọ́n everybody tó ní bára. Wọ́n mọ̀.
Ẹlòmíì lágbára láti lọ, ẹlòmíì lè máa lọ Nàìjíríà lóṣooṣù nù wá, ibi tọ́lọ́ ń gbáfẹ́ lómi jẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹlòmíì yẹn wọ́n ẹni tó yẹ pé àti lọ Nàìjíríà lọ́dún kan lẹ́ǹkan lọ́dún.
Okay, now wọ́n
mo ń plan láti lọ lé, mo ń plan láti lo ìlú ẹ̀.
Mo rọ́ọ̀nù fáàmù l'Abẹ́òkúta. Before the corona, mo máa ń lọ Nàìjíríà at least ẹ̀mẹ́ta. Before the corona, mo ń lọ ẹ̀mẹ́ta. But èyí tí mo ti lọ last year, that was last year, April.
That's over a year now.
Yes, last year, April. Kò tẹ àbí ìtìmí.
Why?
Kò tẹ.
Why do you have to wait this long? You have an investment there, sir. Kí ló dé tó pẹ́ tó yẹn?
Yeah, number one, àwọn tó ń bá yàn ṣiṣẹ́ lóko, gbogbo investment tí èèyàn ṣe, àwọn èèyàn tó ń bá yàn ṣiṣẹ́, àwọn boys ní sí wọn fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́, àwọn tá à ń kó tó wá ṣiṣẹ́ fún wa láti bẹ́ẹ̀nu àkútọ̀ fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́, kò sí easy money, and besides that, normally a máa ń gba tàbá gbà wọn lọ́dún, wọ́n máa ń gba ọ̀kadà. So like 3 years ago, since and you'll be my family. So you know, a lot of that buy one talk about 270, 280. This thing your card now it's about 500. It's about 500. So she only share to share to my
times 5 times 4.
Only she needs. So at the end of the day, system here would collapse everything.
Could make any sense.
Yeah.
My investor.
Yeah, okay. Or let me try to your own idea. Oko Gambu at the end of the day lost it because material don't get that at the end by use of that year, 7,000 or the jet on 50,000
poultry. Tolo invest in life investment on sino poultry. Sharing bati inflation or oúnjẹ adìẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ so many of them wọ́n láti fold up ó dàbí ìgbà tó yẹ pé tó bá ń jẹ gbèsè ó dà kí ẹ máa ra gbèsè kó fi gbèsè credit on feet but you have feed them by the time you take them to the market to sell them you just have to use the rest of the money to pay the debt of feeding and you have nothing left.
I mean nígbà tó kó wọn lọ sọ́jà bó ṣe pè mí nìyẹn pé adìẹ ń kọ́ o target ti pé ṣe 5,000 target ní 5,000 ó ní ṣe 3,000 ló máa fi ń ṣe mo lọ́bọ̀ ya mo ní kó ta
40% owó tẹ expect already lórí ẹ̀rọ kan.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ó ní kìí bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ má jà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ 2,000 lórí kankan àpò ní wa ń bí jẹ́ ká tà ó ló tì ẹ má wọrí ó máa wá sókè àpò ọ̀wálé wọ́n tún jẹun ọ̀sẹ̀ kan wọ́n dẹ̀ ti dé stage tẹ̀ pé wọ́n lè tóbi jù yẹn lọ mọ́ wọ́n tó kọ́ padà sọ́jà wọ́n tó 55 lọ́wọ́ mo ní ṣe tán. Oh brother.
How will you affect our opinion when people say I don't believe in Nigeria anymore? I would rather it go this way.
I don't believe.
Some of the people don't even understand where the people are coming from. Oh, Mosa.
Yes, sir. I don't. Mi tètè máa gbọ́. Tọ́ba èyí ń gbọ́ mo pàdé èèyàn kan lé mi tàjọ́ ní àná tàjọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pé kíní kan kíkan ó ní are you from Nigeria? No, I'm not from Nigeria. Ó ní where are you from? Ó ní I'm from Jubaland. Ní o tẹ̀ pé pé tẹ̀pẹ́ associate tó pọ̀ ẹ̀ mọ́. So ọlọ́run nìkan ló pọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n
one day everybody is saying all of this makes sense.
That's one of the reasons we admire our program because you are really trying your best to enlighten àwọn èèyàn because àwọn èèyàn they believe pé sórí petition kan sá mostly àwọn tó wà lè ìtàn lọ sign.
Mostly yes.
Petition Yorùbá yẹn mostly àwọn tó mo bá pàdé tó jẹ́ Yorùbá tó bá bá sá ẹ fi Yorùbá lẹ̀ jàre ẹ fi Yorùbá lẹ̀ àwọn ò ní interest mo wá bèrè pé ó kè jẹ́ ṣé ẹ̀rù pẹ́ wà ókè ń dùn mo ní ṣẹ̀rù pẹ́ wà ókè mo wá sọ̀tàn Muhammed Ali kó tó di kó gba mẹ́dà fún Amẹ́ríkà ó ní àwọn club kan wà tóun ò lè máa lọ nígbà yẹn torí kò jẹ́ dúdú ó ní at the end of the day bó ní ìgbà tó wá gba kọ́ọ̀pù tán tó wá lọ bẹ̀ ó ní wọ́n sọ ìgbà tó wá dibẹ̀ ó náà tó ń pé wá ń bí ó ti lè wọlé mo ní àwọn olúkálukú amọ̀bíta tí ń bọ̀ ó ní kò rà lè ní red pali lọ́wọ́ wọ́n mọ̀ pé àjàrà wọn so kò sí bójúbójú ẹ má jà tọ́ra wa.
tó bá ní any little chance láti rán wa létí yà ń ṣara wọn.
that's right wọ́n á sọ àwọn míì jẹ́ so pé wọ́n ní stress mo ní sọ ẹ má kàn jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ yín balẹ̀ pé ẹ ti wàá lù yóò so nothing happen nothing kò ti rẹpẹtẹ wọ́n Nàìjíríà ìrọ̀lẹ́ àmì ní ilẹ̀ wa Yorùbá land ẹja wo ká tún lè ṣe àwọn bàbá wa ìkan tẹ̀ sọ ó ní àwọn Awólọ́wọ̀ rẹ̀ kó ti jà fún gbogbo kíni ok ìgbà Awólọ́wọ̀ lè jà fún tó dẹ̀ ti gbà tí wàá kọ́ ó yà mí lẹ́nu ó ní ó máa yà mí lẹ́nu àwọn olódò.
nígbà táwọn ọkọ bá sọ pé Awólọ́wọ̀ ló fà á Akíntọ́lá ló kọ̀ sí ẹ̀ àwọn bíbí kò sí bímọ.
wọ́n ti
tí ìjẹ́ táwọn ọba ṣe ti wá ń sìn
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ti àwọn lọ́wọ́ wọn ní blame Akíntọ́lá.
ṣọ́ọ̀ tẹ̀jẹ̀ bá Awólọ́wọ̀ mọ́ àwa lọ́wọ́ máa blame àwa ló máa blame àwa ló máa blame ọlọ́run wàá ṣe èèyàn
Thank you, sir.
all right bye.
Namesake ọmọ yé mi wà hello there. Wait, let me check. My line is not connected directly, and I believe I should now. Hello. Hello. And this seems like a call from Nigeria. Hopefully it's from Yoruba land as well. Hello, can you hear me? Somebody is not listening to their call. They seems to be listening to the broadcast directly. Are you there? Hello.
Hello.
Oh, can you hear me, Baba? No, me, I can hear you. If you listen to your phone, see, Baba, put the phone for your hair, okay? Listen to the phone only. Forget about the broadcast. Can you hear me?
Hello?
I know. And that can be, if you are calling me from Nigeria, that network issue could be an issue.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Hello, Baba.
I hear you.
Oh, Grant.
Hello, Kale.
So, Kale, now, everybody don't go enough for now, Baba, so everybody can hear you too. Báwo ni o?
Dáadáa. Mo ti ń try láti joy. Mo jẹ́ dúpẹ́ pé mo wọlé lálẹ́.
I mean, normally, it took longer. Katowa connected, but I'm interested. I was interested like in that caller, and good enough. I'm glad that I waited to get you finally connected. How are you, Baba?
My name is Alwajud from Alagbado.
Alwajud from Alagbado.
Yes, from Alagbado. Èmi mo pè é ní adẹ́jọ́ yẹn, Mr. Maiyegun ẹ kú ètò. Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú yìí ó ti sún àwa gan. So many Nigerians ló ti mọ̀ nípa gbogbo irọ́ tí wọ́n pa ọlọ sí prison lẹ̀ tán ni wọ́n sá kó ń kú ìdè sanra o. Àbá Kyari olórí ọ̀daràn gbogbo wọn ti sá lọ yẹn. Irọ́ ni o. Wọ́n mọ̀ ọmọ sílẹ̀ ni. So many Nigerians.
Abuja land saw you, even in Lagos, anywhere. You know that if you start any wahala, all of them go to expect say in another 30 minutes the policeman will first come. If the police can't handle it, another 1 hour, soldiers will come. Tell us, Baba.
My bros, Sherry, member of APC member gan, tó jẹ́ pé èmi máa ń bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ náà, mo máa ń bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa. Because I'm a mechanical engineering, mo máa ń bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa. Tó jẹ́ pé àwọn tó yẹ pé wọ́n wà lọ́láwọ́sá gan-an, wọ́n mọ gbogbo ẹ̀ pé yes, dual nation, lọ́ní mo mọ̀ pé it's the best way for Nigerians. For Yorùbá, kò sí nǹkan kan ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà, kò sí nǹkan kan ń gbé Nàìjíríà mọ́ o. Kò sí nǹkan kan ń gbé Nàìjíríà mọ́. Anybody tí mo ṣùgbọ́n kò sẹ́ni tó lè forward, kò ságbára, because wọ́n ti kánkọ̀ wà gan-an, wọ́n ti kánkọ̀ many Nàìjíríà yìí. Because ẹni Yorùbá tó bá fi lè ṣe.
What about àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé normal náà, àwọn nǹkan tó ń jẹ ń bẹ̀, wọ́n máa jẹ́ kó yé pa pé Yorùbá nation da, ọkọ̀ tí ìyá tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kí ni wá torí nǹkan tó ń jẹ.
Bàbá àwọn tó ń jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ gangan mọ̀ pé Yorùbá nation ní right way. Máa ìkan tó ń jẹ́ wọn ọkàn lè sọ síta ni. Because so many máa ń sọ pé Yorùbá nation ní right way pé ṣé Tinubu tó ń gbọ̀n lọ́wọ́ yẹn làwọn fẹ́ gbé sí president. Ẹni tí ò lè di flag mọ́. Báwo ni ẹ ṣe máa expect èmi tí mò ń gbé.
Wọ́n jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ rí gbogbo fídíò ibi tọ́wọ́ ti ń gbọ̀n yẹn because irú kan máa ti rò pé kúrò lójú screen yín ni lérin lórí TV rí lẹ́nu.
Ọwọ́ kejì ò ṣe é mú nǹkan dání náà, ọwọ́ tó ń gbọ̀n. Ṣé rí ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ nǹkan fún yín ní Nàìjíríà yìí, many bàbá tó yẹ pé ó ṣe ẹ̀sùn mọ́ wa gan ládùúgbò tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti wọ age of 70 years. Tó bá ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, ọ̀tọ̀ nìkan tẹ́ máa sọ fún ọ̀tọ̀ nìkan tó máa wí because brain ni wọn ò gbé nǹkan kan mọ́. Ṣíwẹ́ ẹni tó yẹ pé brain ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé drug ti báyé brain ẹ̀ jẹ́, ṣíwẹ́ ẹ̀ ni wọ́n fẹ́ gbé sí president. Àwọn pípọ̀ wọ́n kò máa waste ẹ̀ dànù. Wèrè ọmọ Nàìjíríà ló máa lọ gba PVC wọn, wèrè ọmọ Yorùbá tí ó rí òpè tó yẹ pé kò mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe mọ́ ló máa lọ gba PVC ló máa lóun fẹ́ dìbò. Because ìyà jẹ ìlú tó yẹ pé tẹ́ran bá dáná mọ́ mọ́tò lẹ́nu, wọ́n ń pa ọmọ Yorùbá tí ò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe sí. Ṣé àwọn tó fẹ́ defend wa nìyẹn? Èmi tí mo bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ mo súnmọ́ wọn gan ọ̀rọ̀ tá a sọ alálẹ̀ yìí gangan ni mú àwọn olóṣèlú tó pé ẹni tí mò ń sọ fún yìí ó ti gbégbá ìgò rí ó sọ pé Yorùbá nation ó pé ó ṣùọ̀ èmi ní ẹ wò bàbá mo ní 1,000,000% Yorùbá nation ṣùọ̀ kù ẹ máa rí bí fíìmù tọ́lọ́run bá máa gbé títóbi ẹ̀ gbé iṣẹ́ gbọ́.
I just want more people láti join ní wa ní o so that gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí báyìí á kàn lè sáré you know what I mean èmi náà believe o.
Bàbá many join Nigeria tó jẹ́ Yorùbá land many wọ́n join Nigeria tó jẹ́ Yorùbá land ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tó ń wá ni pé kán rí ọ̀gbà fún ọ̀tọ́dá gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣé bí ìgbé tí kàṣàbà wa bọ́ sípò lónìí ẹ bí ìgbé gbogbo ẹ̀ ò ní dàrú ni so many la máa fi ń yẹ àwọn ọmọ Fúlàní pé ìyálà ìyá ẹ̀ níjọ́ tọ́wọ́ bá ti bà ẹ́ àwọn bàbá ẹ̀ á mọ̀ kí ni ìkan tí a benefit láti òkè ọya gbogbo owó ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n máa kó lọ sí Àbújá wọ́n bá change tó bá wá láti ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n máa kó lọ sí Àbújá àwọn obìnrin yìí tí ò ní nǹkan kan ẹ̀dẹ̀ tún sáré tẹ̀lé wọn káàkiri ṣé àwọn àgbààgbà Yorùbá fù ni tó fù ni alice wọn bá wé tèmi ká yìí mo kọ rí ìdí ẹjọ́ kan pé kí ni ìkan tá à fi ń sáré tẹ̀lé àwọn pípì yìí ó kàn ní power.
kí lè fàánú ẹ̀jẹ̀ gan kí la fẹ́ sọ pé nǹkan yìí gan ni lájorí ìdí tá a ṣe wà báyìí for goodness sake I can imagine.
I don't even ẹni tí ò gbédè ní tí ò kọ́ṣọ̀ wà kan náà ẹ̀yàwó oníṣẹ́ ìyá kan náà èèyàn tó pé màálù ló ń kọ̀ǹtò ní ìran tiwọn ẹni kò máa kọ̀ǹtò òun máa ń bì ẹni tẹ́mi èèyàn ò jọ lójú àwa tẹ́mi èèyàn jọ lójú ẹni kò máa kọ̀ǹtò wa ó lè pààyàn ó lè dáná sún yàn.
wọn á nínú ló bí inú ẹ ṣọ́ra ẹ ṣọkọ tẹ máa máa sọ ẹ ṣọ bẹ ṣe máa máa ṣe kinní ó tiẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé Tinubu bá ti bí wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n lè yọ àdá wọ́n lè yọ ọ̀bẹ wọ́n dẹ̀ lè yọ ọ̀bọ wọ́n ní ká get used to it.
bàbá tọ́lọ́run bá ti ṣe tán tá a bá fi lè dá dúró ẹ máa rí àwọn pípù yẹn wọ́n á máa kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n á máa train lọ́dọ̀ Yorùbá ni because wọ́n ti ya ẹranko èmi dẹ̀ ti believe pé Yorùbá nation ti lọ everybody many believe Yorùbá nation ti lọ ó ṣú ọ̀pọ̀ ó ṣú 100% mi nígbà so many Nigerians ló mọ nǹkan tí mo sọ rẹ̀ so many Yorùbá ló mọ̀ nípa ipe yes pé gbọ́ kò sẹ́ni tó lè gbá front ni so many Yorùbá ló believe wa ọ̀dà ṣe sọ lálẹ́ ìgbà tí mi máa kó jọ.
ó dàbí ẹni tó tan candle ni tó gbé sábẹ́ table ṣe mọ̀ pé ṣe lórúkọ òun fi ń pamọ́ get tó bá ti yá reflection nínú abẹ́ table yẹn á jẹ́ kẹ́ bọ̀dì pé ẹ wá ẹ yọ table yìí dànù jàre kẹjá lọ náà yìí abẹ́ gbé náà sórí table yẹn it's a matter of time baba.
Okay baba ṣẹgbọ́.
Let me take another call ká tó lọ sùn lálẹ́ yìí Alwa Jude that's a good one from Songo I believe. Hello there.
Hello, General.
Hello, sir.
Nice to connect with you. This is Joe from Houston.
It is a pleasure, sir,
from
Joe.
Houston.
Mm-hmm. Everybody can hear you, by the way.
Nice to connect with you. Yeah. Nice to connect with you today. And I've been hoping to connect with you for the last few days. So the issue here, near Yoruba nation.
Yes, sir.
We need to come out with another way of taking this message to the people. In country, our government attack Igbo was going from one of the villages to the other, connecting with the people. When they see that you are really connected with people, you become a terror to them. The same thing with Kanu. In essence, when they see that people are listening to your message, like taking it to the local people, for us online, more or less, it's of course the kind of education we get on Maiyegun is second to none in my judgment. We enjoy this with people coming over and expressing what their real life experience, what is going on. And for some of us, I've seen where people don't pay and later shape people and all that. We have to understand something. A lot of them want good life, so people should convince one way. This what is happening right now. One more thing, one more thing, but in comparison with what has happened before, it's not too bad. So they can continue with this kind of system. So we need how we can go and talk to the people in the locality and make them to understand. People should warn people are in waste, in essence. It's rather unfortunate that we find ourselves in a situation whereby they are playing all these games. Àwọn kan pariwo Bikiri, àwọn kan pariwo Tinubu kiri and all those things. Gbogbo àwọn all these things, distraction pátápátá nìyẹn. When they know pé ó ń connect pẹ̀lú àwọn local people. Ìgbà tí olóyè Ìgbòho lọ sí Adó tó lọ sákùrẹ́ tó lọ sí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn jáde tó ń rí pé tó bá ti rí pé o ti ń connect pẹ̀lú kíní oúnjẹ ló fẹ́ ní bọ̀bọ̀ ìfẹ́ gbà lẹ́nu wọn náà ó fẹ́ gba oúnjẹ because they prefer to keep people not to know anything so that they will continue to give them whatever they want every time. But when you start connecting with the people and people start to understand, Yeah. So the people who understand the right one, then they will be alarmed. So if at that time, nobody should be surprised. Olóyè Sunday Igboho because kì í ṣe pé ó ṣe anything tó wà illegal.
To killing and assassinating.
Kì í ṣe pé Olóyè Sunday Igboho ṣe anything tó wà illegal. Rally is a legal something téèyàn lè ṣe. But wọ́n rí pé the level àwọn èèyàn tó ń connect locally pé ó ti ń pọ̀. So ẹ̀rù bà wọ́n gan so much. The same thing ní ẹ̀rù Kanu. Tọ́lọ̀ fi gbé Kanu ní Kenya. Ẹ̀rù ń bà àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì. And tó bá ti connect pẹ̀lú àwọn local people, it becomes a threat to them. And I think that should be our the next strategy. How to take this message to the locality, for everybody to understand what is going on. We shouldn't go and be fighting with them and be calling them, oh, linear, oh, support Tinubu, oh, Lushinier, anywhere. No, we should connect with them, make them to understand, educate them, so that they will understand.
Them. And like Aluajud said, there are many Yorubas who are already in this boat for Yoruba nation. Sometimes they just want to have a chat before they can establish the confidence that you want to see in them. So we should not be hostile just because they say, oh.
We shouldn't be hostile. We should understand, we should try and come from an educated mind with everything we have learned or Maiyegun, and take that message. We should be like, Jehovah Witness. I am not trying to attack any religion.
No, just adopt this style. They never give up the spirit of Jehovah Witness.
Yeah, connect on personal basis with all these local people. Make them to understand how their life will be better in Yoruba nation than what we have today. And once we are able to get that message on to the people, then things will begin to change. Because right now, we've seen people spearhead this movement, and they will immediately go for them and attack them. If they can catch Oloye today, they will kill him.
Of course.
That for sure.
If they have the opportunity.
The only issue to the message to the local people, and people want to connect more. Oloye lọ sí gbogbo Èkìtì wọ̀nyẹn. Ó lọ sí bí àwọn tó ń ṣe Ògún, ó lọ sí gbogbo everybody, ó connect mọ́ wọn.
Fathers, meet with traditional women and men everywhere. And sir,
you get it,
even àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọmọ onímọ́tò, ọmọ ọlọ́kadà ní gbogbo àwọn bẹ̀yẹn, they were so happy to see him. And we have all the videos.
They were so happy. They were so happy. And to allow that to continue,
it's a big threat.
Yoruba nation was getting closer. Because when people understand their right, they are going to stop all this nonsense that is happening, in essence. So my message to our people today, and even a lot of my Biafra brothers, forget about this election distraction. It's a way to validate the kind of suffering people are following. If you go and vote, you're only voting to validate your suffering, in essence. So go there. Interact with the people. Let's come out with a strategy to get the message to our people so that they can be delivered, in essence. If we don't do that, we may show anger, we may show frustration, but they will continue to play us and continue to laugh. I don't mind them. Don't mind them. They are just going to waste their time. We shouldn't waste our time here. Please, as you are learning, take this message to your people. Talk to them one-on-one. Don't abuse them if they are not listening. Make them to understand there is another way other than this Nigeria that is bringing them suffering, or Pula Nigeria in a way. There is another way than this what we have today. And that is my message tonight,
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for watching.
It's such a pleasure having you finally after all several attempts to get on, sir. We couldn't have lost. I mean, we shouldn't miss this from you. So thank you, sir, for that. This is where I'm going to draw the curtains. My time is up, and every other thing is coming to the close. A lot of people are still calling in to be part of this. I am so sorry that our time is so up, but we might have another chance again soon, where you can come in and then add your voice. Sometimes people do go back to what they wanted to say 3 days ago, 4 days ago, when a particular topic is being discussed. But they couldn't, and they had a chance probably later, even when the conversation is no longer about what they wanted to say. On Maiyegun's diary, Politico, you can have that chance too. You can say something to what we are discussing, or if you miss us at that time, you can always say it the next time, even when we are not discussing that again. Sometimes it's good to revisit and then continue to learn. So at this point, for those who still believe that the attack on the Kuje Prison is a prison break, it's not. We believe that it is the state-sponsored collusion. And even Buhari, that is so shocked. Imagine your president was so shocked. He was shocked in his tweet today. He was like, how can the terrorists acquire weapons, coordinate, and they attack the prison and they release their they release their commanders? How is that possible? Omo, Buhari, they ask in a tweet, how is that even possible? Baba, you the craze. And just like so many other mumus who have turned their prayer warriors for your incompetence and collusion, who know the craze. If Buhari say no, is they ask question how terrorists gather together, get that courage. We do know how. They don't have that courage. They were encouraged. And they were given the leeway to commit the crime they've committed, just like the way they will commit more as your fraudulent charade election draws closer. If you allow yourself to be played, or if you ended up being played, just know that you set yourself up. I will never be part of a contraption that I know is never meant to work for anybody, any one of us. It is Kuje now, just like Owo the other day. The other day. Now it is Kuje now. Where is next? If I ask you, now will you go ask? If you ask me, now who I go ask? I'll see you some other time. Good night from here.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra
ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.